Greetings, Earthbound travelers, and welcome to the premiere of Will of the Dice, Scions of Oblivion. For those of you who are familiar, we have taken the podcast that we've been doing and we're bringing it here to Level Up Twitch TV as a live stream. So this is the premiere of this. We're all excited and happy to be here. Yay! I am Tyr, the DM, world's okayest DM. And before we get to our introductions and get into tonight's game, we do have some announcements. Locke.
Hi, gamers. We are proud to be partnered with Level Up Dice here at Will of the Dice. And tonight we're going to talk about their new plasma sets. Specifically, we're going to talk about the Floss Plasma aluminum set. So I can only assume that these dice are called Floss because they look so much like candy, you might need to floss your teeth after you play with them. They are bright fuchsia and gold. Now, the plasma line is cool because they use a special process where they hand anodize each and every die, so no two die are alike. And you can go check these and other luxury sets of dice out at Level Up Dice, along with the rest of their brand new plasma line, including some very special ones done by TarkDice.com for them that are all hand anodized by Tark himself. So go check those out. And to get there, you can go to https://bit.ly/LUD Will of the Dice, all one word. That's bit.ly/D Will of the Dice, all one word. Go check them out for all your luxury dice needs, and going through our portal really helps out our show. Also, big thanks to Level Up TTV for hosting us on their channel. They are amazing. They've been really great to us. So while you're here, follow the channel. If you can, subscribe to the channel. That really helps out, especially if you do it while you're watching us. I mean, that'd be great. If you're a Prime member from Amazon, you get a free subscription every month that you can use to subscribe to one Twitch channel, and we hope you'll choose this one. So while you're here, check out all the other great shows they have on the channel. And I think that's it for me, Tyr.
All right, thank you, Locke. As some of you know, and hopefully all of you will come to know, during this time of pandemic, a lot of the small businesses or independently owned businesses in our community have been impacted. So we here at Will of the Dice have started the One Community, One Love initiative to bring light to different businesses each week. Shelley.
So this week we have Mail and Things, which is run by Amber and her husband. They have all kinds of really cool handmade chainmail jewelry, accessories, dice bags. They even have some paintings they've done, wreaths, and other home decorations. They have a lot of steampunk, fantasy, and just generally geeky stuff as a whole. They have good gifts for pretty much everyone in your family, including kids. They have a lot of kid-friendly jewelry. And they also have things like bookmarks for readers and even plushies. Their dice bags are really cool. The ones that I like the most are their lotus style ones. When you set them down, they sort of go, whee. They're really pretty.
Awesome.
And you can check them out at mailandthings.weebly.com. Mail is spelled MAILLE. And that's mailandthings.weebly.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Shelley. All right. Ben, what do you got for us?
This is me seeing you, seeing me tell you about our Patreon over here at Will of the Dice. It's patreon.com/WOTDICE. That's WOTDICE. You should go there if you want to support us, see everything that we have our hands into, see maybe a little bit more pants. You never know. You should go check it out.
All right. Thanks, Ben. Pants?
Hello, this is Paints, but actually it's me, Patrick, and I'm going to tell you about the YouTube channel that Will of the Dice has. Yeah, you can watch like battle maps and stuff. You can watch along with your podcast, like while you're listening to the podcast, or while you're listening to the stream in like the rewatch, or while you're on the stream right now. And if you're from the future and you've somehow managed to watch the live stream stuff, anyway, you know how it is. YouTube YouTube.com, search Will of the Dice. You'll see our logo. You'll see the past streams I already have from the Darkened Queen, Shadowed Rose. You know, the other wonderful, cool Will of the Dice campaign happening at the same time. And you know, trailers for things. That is awesome. So yeah, go check it out. Well, YouTube, Will of the Dice. Be there.
Thanks, Patrick. And Ren. Eggle?
Oh, Eggle's Woodstuffs. So Eggle makes everything from dice trays to looms, and pretty much everything in between. You can go check him out at eggleswoodstuffs.com.
Thank you so much. All right. So, as I said before, I'm Tier the DM, and this is Will of the Dice. Now we'll find out who our lovely characters are and who will be controlling them.
Hey guys, I'm Ren Matley, the voice of Venfira, a 19-year-old half-elf sorceress who's become disenchanted with the world. With her extra pale skin and her icy blue eyes, she's learned to be an outcast.
All right.
Oh, and you can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hey everybody, this is Ben Sigurd. I'm the voice of Tarius Frostmane, identifiable as a Minotaur only by the horns and hooves, for he wears a raven's mask, black like midnight and with green emerald eyes. He seeks the one thing that life has always lacked, and it's mercy. You can find me on Twitter at Ben Sigurd.
Hello, it's me, Patrick Taylor, and I am the voice of Pants, a perfectly normal human fighter with no knowledge of his past. He's brawny, quirky, and he enjoys himself a good bubble bath. He was rescued by Samson the Caring, a gnome wizard, and he has been told to go and seek the world and the questions to his past and the answers as well. And you can find me at Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Idly ho, Lucerinos. I'm Shelly, the voice of Dandy Santhy Jelbean Gigglebox Monfrey, a 20-year-old gnome rogue. She has short strawberry blonde hair and light caramel-colored skin, and she's always dressed in dark thieves' clothes. And she always just tries to give back to the community as a whole, sort of the whole steal from the rich, give to the poor, and she just tries to see where life takes her. And you
All
can
right.
find me on Twitter at Sweetest Shells.
Hi, I'm Locke Clark. I will be playing Karok Stoutheart, the orc cleric with slate blue skin, bright red beard and top knot, double lower tusks, wearing plate armor. He left his home at an early age and has forgotten the ways of his people. Now he is on a journey to rediscover his lost heritage. And you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
Hi, everybody. My name's Chad McInturf. I'm guest starring tonight as Major Bainard. I am the proprietor of the Cashmere Rose, which is the finest establishment in the Free Cities for finding companions of negotiable affection, as well as the finest quality meads and food.
All right. And as said before, I'm Tier the DM, World's OKS DM. You can find me on all social media at Tier_the_DM. Chad, where can we find you at if we're looking for you on the social medias?
You can find me on Twitter at McInturf Racing and on Facebook at Chad McInturf.
All right. So with that, unless there's any final requests or pleas for mercy, let's play a little D&D, shall we?
I have one plea. Don't let the audience vote again. So you see where it got us. Oh my God.
Oh, I do. So for those of you that may be joining us tonight that wasn't with us last night, one of the unique things about well, hold on a second, that was not right. My music decided to play a radio station instead of my actual music. That was weird. So one of the things about this is that each week, depending whether it's Saturday night or Sunday night, the audience, that's you, gets to vote on events that happen in the world and will affect both the Saturday night game and the Sunday night game. Last night, the vote came in and was a very large portion in favor of wild magic areas will begin randomly appearing throughout the world. I'm excited about this. The players, not so much.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Can you tell me why, Ben? Why you would not be excited about that?
Oh, it's
I can,
not,
I can tell you why. I can do it. Can I do it?
Do it. Do
It's
it, Locke.
You're a bastard, Tier.
He said it.
Wait,
Awesome.
hang on. This happened last night. I gotta watch these streams now.
You can check them out here at Level Up TTV or on
Exactly.
YouTube.
How convenient.
All right. So, one final thing to add: the music tonight. Majority of it is provided by our own Patrick Taylor, aka Pants. Some of it will be by Kevin MacLeod and Epidemic Sound. So, thanks guys for the music. Now, let's play a little Dungeons and Dragons. So, we're going to do the long recap since some of you may be joining us for the first time. This starts in the land known as Runeth Kesha. It's a land deep in history, deep in magic. It is a land where gods and monsters roam amongst the mortals, seeking to bend them to their will. It is a land where most want to live peaceful, unassuming lives, and some seek fame and glory, while the power-hungry seek to devour and destroy. It is in this land 2 years ago that a demon by the name of Malacutius, known as the Scourge of the Nightmare Realm, with his soon-to-be bride Lilith, infiltrated the kingdoms of man, brought low the kingdom of Iron Sage, and was defeated by 11 unknown heroes. It was after this battle that things changed. The Amber Spires, the magical academy in the kingdom of Iron Sage, became a very militant organization. People that used magic or sold magic items or components had to be registered. They were regulated. 2 years later, the court gardens in the castle proper, there was a ceremony attended by our characters. This ceremony was to dedicate to the people a statue in remembrance of the battle known as the Battle of the Demon Bride. However, the statue had changed history. It showed that the noble soldiers of the Iron Sage 9th Brigade were the ones to defeat Lilith and the demon. That's not exactly how it happened. Some individuals decided to voice their concerns. It was at that moment that most became entranced, unable to move, as a creature from the shadows slew the king. Those that could move tried to intervene. They were captured, watched as another individual was blamed for the king's assassination and executed on the spot. They were able to escape, our characters, with the help of one of the 11 known that had fought the demoness. Vinfira's uncle, a elven ranger known as Bane, had helped them elude capture. They had traveled to Sanctuary, met an individual by the name of Anthony Wolf McBain, a high bishop in the Church of the Magpie, aka the Thieves Guild. They had promised to guard him safely to the free cities, the kingdom to the south of Iron Sage, where there is no monarchy or patriarchy. On the way there, they were seconded by Vanishers, the magic hunters of the realm, and soldiers. Anthony Wolf McBain vanished, leaving them to fend for themselves. Once more captured, they were imprisoned somehow in the kingdom of Glandamere, a 2 weeks journey from where they began. They found their freedom. They were teleported to the Cashmere Rose, where they met Major Bainard. They were then hired to safely see a shipment of Malcolm's mead, the most famous mead in all the realms, from the docks or Smuggler's Cove back to the Cashmere Rose. in exchange for information that the High Wizard that had overseen the Ember Spires was actually in league with dark forces and had planned the assassination of the king. So with this, our story will continue. If you wish all the finite details, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Will of the Dice, 6 episodes setting out there. But for now, we resume here. And this is where we discover you have been forsaken to the will of the dice. You have just finished combat. You have slain those that would set upon you, the pirates that had attacked while you were there to obtain the mead and bring it safely to Major Bainard. You had saw a creature with bat-like wings take a large leather box and fly away. This is where we are. What do you do?
What the hell was that thing?
My thoughts
I
exactly.
do not know. This is feeling less and less, what is the word? Kosher by the moment.
You can fucking say that again.
All right, John, the next event on the track, the women's 60-meter dash. Here are the records.
So, the mead isn't even here, is it?
Well, the carts aren't here, but the mead was coming from the ship. Perhaps we should venture up the rigging to the top of the freight elevator and see what the condition of the ship is.
I like this plan.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
So you all are moving up the scaffolding to where the rigging is, where you can see into the Swamp King Queen's Revenge. Give me a investigation check. Whomever, one of you, please.
Okay. I got a 25.
Okay. As you reach the top of the scaffolding, you can see the purple waters of the Widow's Sea gently lapping at the side of the dark wood of the Swamp Queen's Revenge. You see on board there, having been pulled out of the hold, several cases with the large honeybee holding a two-handed mace, the symbol of Malcolm's Mead, the finest mead in all the realms.
Well, it looks like it's all here.
I wonder if the crew is intact or if they were set upon by these same brigands.
Is there?
Maybe someone who's good at sneaky shit should go look.
Is there?
All right,
any-
I'll do it.
Tyrus will
What?
clasp pants on the shoulder and be like, probably
What?
no, no.
What?
Don't take
You don't
offense.
believe me?
No,
No, hang
no.
on. Hang.
Hey, what?
Look at me. I'm practically sneaky. Look. And he'll stop moving.
All
Put
right,
his hands
give
up
me
in front of his face.
Give me a stealth check.
God.
Oh, that is a 19 plus 1 is a 20.
So, much to everyone's surprise, Pants moving into the shadows, hunkering down and covering his face. He's actually difficult to see.
You know, we might
It's-
want to put a bell on him because I can't. Where did he go?
It's surprisingly effective when he does that.
Yeah, but can he do it while he's moving?
He'll like scooch.
Give me another stealth check.
It wanted to be higher than it was, but unfortunately, it was an 8 plus 1 is a 9.
No, he cannot.
There, I found him.
As he
There's
begins to
Pants.
move, his large frame lumbering and bumping into some of the boxes and the rigging, making a very large calamity, if you will.
Tyr, is there a small like skiff or dinghy here? How close is the boat to where we are, by the way?
So the Swamp Queen's Revenge is literally right there.
Oh, okay.
The way this cove is designed is that the ships literally anchor, and the block and tackle and stuff is there to unload them. It is very efficient. Hence the use of the cliffs and such.
Well, those pirates were easily dispatched. If whatever that thing was is gone, we should be safe enough to just board and get what we came for.
Is there even carts around for us to use to transport them?
Well, we brought 3.
Give me a perception check, Ben.
It's gonna be 13.
You do see that there are a series of carts lined up beneath the scaffolding. On the far right, the view was blocked as you all entered by part of the cliff that the scaffolding is constructed into. You will also see the glint of steel in the moonlight. You will see a larger than average raccoon wearing a doublet, a tricorn hat with a large feather, holding a crossbow. You here for... Why you here?
Bainard
The
said
raccoon
that.
will speak.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, everyone else actually understood that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it normal for you to understand raccoons?
Well, yeah, they're small animals.
She did speak to that rat in the sewers.
Yeah.
The one that led us to your uncle.
Well,
That's what she was doing?
too.
Yes, I thought it was quite obvious.
She'll
Pants
just
is-
smile.
Pants has rolled the shield off of his back, and he's got it set in front of him, very shield defense. If he has to punch out with it, because he has no, it's
Hey, Tyr, has it been more than a minute since the combat with the pirates?
Let's roll for it, since we'll do
All right.
otter even. I have my lovely dice here. I will allow you to call it locked.
Always odd, my friend. I'm always odd.
It is even, so it has been more than a minute.
All right, so my
The-
spiritual weapon has faded.
Your spiritual weapon has faded, but I do need you to make a persuasion check, as you have said that Bainard sent you.
Oh, persuasion. I have a little bit in that. It's not great. 15 plus 1, 16.
16. The raccoon will lower the crossbow, will grab the tricorn hat and remove it from their head, doing a sweeping bow. Good. Gotta get to meet the Bainard. I am not Steve, captain of the Swamp Queen's Revenge. My men will help you load the mead.
as soon as he hears the name not Steve, Pants will put his shield back onto his back and put out his hand to shake hands with the raccoon.
Okay. While you are attempting to shake hands, what was you going to say, Dandy?
Wait, your name is not Steve?
Correct. I was named by the Swamp Queen, not Steve. He will bow again, put his hat on his head. He will walk up to you, Pants, take your finger and give it a firm shake. He will look at you, Dandy, up and down. Squeaky hips.
What?
Squeaky hips. You make squeaky hips?
You,
Tear,
No, no, thank you.
Never hurts to
Tear.
ask. Yes.
Is Venfira familiar with the stories of this raccoon?
Roll a history check for me.
oh my god.
This
This-
episode should have come with a trigger warning.
Oh my god.
12.
No, she's not. As Dandy says no, he will nod. Very well. And make his way back to the ship. You will see humans emerging from the hold now that the danger is past. They will begin loading the wagons. Now, I can only imagine what Chad is saying at this moment, so allow me a moment to give you some back history. This all started in a game that I started for people that were dealing with isolation when someone bought an intelligent raccoon a necklace that allows them to speak to humans. So there you go. There's a little bit of knowledge for you.
At least the raccoon has learned about consent.
Yes.
You had me at talking raccoon, really.
Yeah. So for those that are listening and his
No, that's enough. That's enough, Ben. We're not going into any more.
There's so much more. Understand this. There is so much more.
We may put that on Patreon, but we're not going any deeper right now. Okay.
All right, so they start loading the crates onto the wagons. Our our Bainard's drivers, the groomsmen, with the wagons
They are.
that are here. All right, awesome. Even
What
the
are you
moment.
doing? What are you guys doing?
Where is
Supervised.
not Steve right now?
He went back aboard the ship.
So there's enough wagons to do our initial thought of loading up to where we can have one decoy, one full, and then me stuck with a no decoy.
That is correct.
Yep.
We should probably get to loading up the carts then.
Well, they're already being loaded, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We
Pants will just
need
sit,
to-
stand, supervise, cross-armed, and watch them.
Ven will face
We
away from
need
the
to-
wagons and kind of watch.
We need to know what that thing took.
Okay.
Karak marches over to the ship and bellows out, "Captain, not Steve, a word."
Okay. While you're doing that, I need Pants and Venfira to make perception checks. You will see the raccoon peek its head over the side of the ship. Karok, what you want?
The winged thing that was here.
What wing
The
thing?
one you didn't see it.
Did not. Pirates attack. Put men in hold. Barred ourselves in to stay safe.
There was a creature with wings that showed up and took something. Did you have a red leather box on board the ship?
Not to my knowledge. Had need. That's what was paid to haul.
So that's
And all of the crates are intact.
Yes.
Troubling.
All right. Pants. Venfira. Pants, what was your perception check?
I got a 4.
You have feet.
They're
Venfira.
they're loading those boxes really good.
Venfira's was 15.
As you're watching, you do not see anything untoward. Time passes as it does, unless you have any further questions, Karak, for the captain or any of his men.
I have one question for the DM, and that is, did I believe the raccoon when he said they didn't have a red leather box on the ship?
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Ooh, that's good. 12 plus 6, 18.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Good to know. Perhaps we should check the crates and make sure they are in fact full before we depart.
Okay. If you wish to do that, please give me an investigation check. I will assume the others are helping you, so you can do it with advantage.
Not good. 7 plus 0. 7.
Everything looks the best that you can tell. There's no real ledger as far as how many crates there were, as such things as considered incriminating evidence, and as these were being brought in as untaxable items. So to the best of your knowledge and that of the crew, everything looks intact.
All right. Well, then once the carts are loaded, I guess we'll get underway. Unless anybody else has anything.
All right.
I
So
want to try this mead. I have never tried this mead before.
I think
You
you
will
have
not
to wait
miss.
until we get back.
You will not miss one. This
Yeah.
one.
Don't
He's
drink it
been
before.
really nice to us. Don't do that.
Tarius will like grab Pants' hand as he's reaching for it and say, "Not before we finish the job. You have no idea what this stuff is capable of and what you're capable of once you've drank it. Trust me."
Pants, if it's that important to you, I'll buy you a bottle when we get back to the Cashmere Rose.
This is a good idea. I will wait.
okay. So I will need a order of individuals on the wagon, including the men from the Cashmere Rose, who will be in lead.
I'll take the front.
I'm gonna ride with the single cart with no decoy in the middle.
So you'll be in the middle.
Then I'll ride with somebody toward the back.
I can take a second in line. Well, my group's second in line.
All right,
I
Pants.
will. I'll ride with another one of the drivers.
Okay. We'll put you between Tarios and Ventura. All right. So you begin to head out the wagons on the trail that brought you here. The sun setted, the sky beautiful, scarlet, the twin moons dancing high in the sky as you make your journey. I need everyone to please give me a perception check.
That fell off my desk.
All right, we'll start with Karak
16.
and Dandy.
13.
Tarios,
6.
Pants,
7.
and Ventura.
8.
Yes.
Okay, everything looks good. You travel for a few more hours. The moon's rising high into the sky. You have been gone for quite a while now. My question is do you wish to ride all the way back, or will you be camping overnight?
Oh, I don't think we should camp with this stuff.
No, I think it was only a 4-hour trip, and we had a nice long leisurely day, so I think we just ride straight through.
Okay, well, in that case, I will need one more round of perception check, please.
Oh no.
All right. I'm gonna need you to behave this time, okay? Behave.
All right,
The
Karak.
crap was that?
I rolled a 2 with my perception. That's a 6.
All right, Dandy.
15.
Charios.
3.
Pants.
19.
Venfira.
18.
What is with you two tonight?
Not only am
I
I
don't know, but it's
sneaky,
fucking weird.
not only am I sneaky, but I am the best looking, perfectly normal human there is.
So
I think you meant to say the best at looking because that was a perception check, right? That's
You take it how you want.
Venfira, pants. You clock movement behind you.
We're not close enough to talk to each other, though, are we? Because we're on separate wagons.
That is correct.
What I wouldn't kill for a Wispinator.
Right? I'm having that moment after this message.
You can talk back with that, right? If you receive with it,
Yeah.
if
but
somebody like sends you one.
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Oh,
So I said I'm having that moment
Suit.
of shoulda.
To avoid everyone's ears watching and my own talents of trying to whistle, Pants is gonna try and do a tweet. Like, it sounds so modern, but like a tweet, like a whistle tweet to try and get hopefully Dandy's character's attention, because birds, like, that's his whole thought. He's like, magpie, bird sounds. This will definitely get somebody's attention.
All right. So
How fast are the wagons moving?
just normal wagon speed. They're not. Y'all are not in a rush, or you have not specified you're in a rush.
Is it more than 30 feet around?
You would ask me to find that. Hold
so
on.
like, is there a way to tell? Oh no, the question
different thing. Sorry.
to add on was like, I can tell it's behind me. Can I tell how far behind me? And then is there a way, like, possibly, Ren, if like there's like a weird ripple effect of like, I can feel it behind me, but I can't tell how far behind me. And since you're behind me, would you be able to tell, kind of thing? I don't know. Strategy brain is kicked in. I'm about to roll initiative. I feel it.
One moment, please.
It's okay. I'm sorry I asked a complicated question.
You're fine. I should have had it up. That's on me. I didn't think I would need it. I started to pull it up and was like, I won't need that.
Have
It
you
won't
Broke the
come into
DM.
play.
Good job.
I didn't break the DM. Not this week, anyway. Yet.
So, what is the land speed velocity of a mead-laden wagon?
That's what we're fixing to find out.
It's probably less than a laden swallow.
You see, I have African wagons and European wagons. Which ones did you take?
That's a question we all of them. We took all of them, so technically both, I guess.
We took the ones with the round wheels.
Yeah,
whatever that means. I don't know. I don't know how to tell the difference between an African wagon and a we took the one with wheels. Whatever that one was.
Wheels, got a covering arbor, nice little awning.
The wheels on the cart go round and round.
I was trying to think of a riding song while we were doing that.
Rawhide.
No.
There you go.
Why can I not find this? I was actually looking at it earlier today in the player's handbook.
Because they ask. If they hadn't, it would have been right there the whole time.
This is a true story.
Much.
Pretty much.
So wagon.
I've been doing this for 30 some years, and I don't have everything memorized. So
I don't think Matt Mercer does either. 100%. People might want to put him on the pedestal. He's a cool guy. Do not get me wrong. Cool guy. Love Critical Role. Big props. Cool times. We all in this together. But even the best guy look stuff up.
So we're going to say it's 25 feet per round, according to the chart I'm looking at on the Googles.
Okay, so she could. So if she runs, she can actually move a little quicker than the wagons. So she could probably get up to where Pants is.
Sure.
So she's gonna hop down and run up to where Pants is.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yep.
No. Bad Ben. Are you sure?
No, because you said, "Are you sure?"
That is the right answer.
Thank you.
It's
All right,
like
in that case, she's just gonna pull out her spellcasting focus and keep watching.
Okay. Now, Pants, while I was looking up the speed of a wagon, you had brought in a very complicated sort of equation that you wanted to try. Can you please bring that to me again? Because I was
Yes.
distracted.
yes. Okay. So you said we can both clock movement behind us. So if I can detect just that it's behind me, is it possible to know how far behind me? And if I can't tell how far, would Ren be able to?
Give me a perception check.
Cool. Thank you, dice. But that is a 14.
14. No, you. It was just there for a moment and gone.
Okay. And now Vampire is here.
Do we see her hop off the wagons and just?
She didn't hop off the
I
wagon.
didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I know
Okay,
better when
so-
he says, "Are you sure?"
Okay,
I know
you
better.
didn't. Okay, you didn't. Okay.
Try to punch
Unlike
a guy
some
one
people in the party.
time. Try to punch a guy one time.
Oh, that's not
Or-
the only time I've heard him say it.
And before
Um,
it finds its way to the chat room, Pants was not robbed. I just want to put that out there.
Oh,
Hashtag Pants was robbed.
Join the
Can I
movement.
still do the Twitter whistle thing to try and get Dandy's attention?
Sure, Dandy, I need a perception check, please, to see if you notice the chirping.
Twiddly, 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 twiddly,
I
twiddly,
can
twiddly.
tell you I most certainly do not, because that's a 4.
No, you do not. Lost in thought of what all you can do with the gold, the 50 gold or 45 gold you have on your pouch, the idea of the people you can help and the sweets that you can get. Yes?
It's only 40 gold because I tipped the musician 5 the other night, remember?
Oh, that's right.
But I
So-
gave you an extra 5.
but then she used the 5 to get the fantasy at the Cashmere Rose. So,
I paid for the fantasies for everybody at the Cashmere Rose.
oh,
Ben
right.
gave me an
Then,
extra 5. I gave that 5 to Dandy, who then had 50 and then tipped the musicians.
All right, so
So-
I do still have the 45. Okay,
Mhm.
my math was wrong.
welcome to adulthood, maths. Stay in school, kids. This is why.
I used to be good at math too.
Yay, super editing powers of having listened to that episode enough times.
All right. I need a final round of perception checks as you see the glow of the watchtowers of the free cities coming into view. Karak.
17.
All right. Dandy.
22.
Nice.
All right.
Tarios.
20.
Pants.
19.
Venfira.
20.
Nice. Good job, guys.
We all just wasted our best roll.
Hey, don't say that.
No, Ben and I are dice buddies today. Every day.
So, nothing happens. They're very uneventful except for the moment of clocking some movement. The guards, aware of your impending arrival, I'm going to wager that the good major would make sure that the freight was uninspected. There, Bainard.
Yeah.
So making a sizable charity donation to the city guards to make sure that they just wave you through. Within, a little bit, you find yourself at the back end of the Cashmere Rose. The 3 wagon drivers that ventured with you, hopping down, going to get others to unload the crates.
I guess
Well, that
we
was
should.
fun.
It was less eventful than I thought the return trip would be.
Paints
Yeah,
is going to
no
go over and look at the back of Van Fury's wagon to check the stuff.
It's there.
He wants to open one of the crates to make sure that nothing is.
Give me an investigation check.
Does Ven see him trying to open the crate?
She does.
Pants.
Oh,
Pants.
see, I
You need
got.
to leave his shit alone.
No, there's importance for this. Hang on, I'm looking for something. I got a 5.
I need you to roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Son of a bitch.
And then Pants broke a bottle.
I tried to stop him.
Dun, 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 dun. That is a 12.
I need you to roll a d12 for me, please.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
2.
Oh.
So as you're trying to open the box, the conversation with Vinfira partially distracting you, 2 of the bottles fall at your feet, bursting. At this time, Major Bainard, you have gotten word that they have arrived, and you are exiting to see $4,000 worth of Malcolm's mead laying on the ground, as
Well,
Malcolm Mead's is worth $2,000 a bottle.
Well, it's good to see that you're all back. That's great news for my product, but not so good news for me and my book. What the hell is that on the ground? So, which one of you has the 4,000 gold?
I didn't do it.
I told you not to touch
She's
him.
gonna go
I'm
inside.
pretty sure you didn't. Out of all of you, I kind of have a good idea who it might have been.
Roll a d20. Let's do that insight check there, Bainard. You can look at your character sheet to see what your insight is.
A whole whopping 8.
You're not sure who did it. There's nothing that stands out to you that said someone did it.
So I'm going to put on my best dad voice. I know about it. I know who did it. I know what happened. So, do you want to just go ahead and confess? Or do we want to do this the difficult way? Because I have people that can make it, so we do it the difficult way.
All right. Give me a deception check. Again, you can see what your modifier is on your character sheet.
20.
He knows. He absolutely 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt knows what happened. So the
Fury's
question,
Sorry.
and then the next thing I need, since you used the dad voice, is an intimidation check.
Ven's just been staring at Pants this entire time, just so y'all know.
29.
Oh.
Oh, and that 20 plus my 9.
It's a good
Pants?
thing I'm wearing brown pants.
Does Pants confess?
Hashtag Pants is brown pants.
Oh no.
For the record, Karak is standing stock still, staring straight forward, as if being dressed down by a drill instructor, and is making no movements of face or body to not give away anything in this moment.
So there was a thing when we were going on the trail, and there was a thing with wings, and there were pirates, and I just wanted to make sure that, everything was okay, and then there was talking, and I got to... I'm sorry.
Whoa, a thing with what?
Wings.
Red leather box. It's a lot harder to say than you think it would be.
Tarius pops up from behind
You-
the horse who was hiding behind
You know what? No,
It was
you
bad.
guys. No, you guys, the grooms, take care of this. You guys inside now. At this point, Bainard's going to sweep everybody away to one of those extra special quiet rooms that you have to go through about 3 sets of doors to get to. 2 intimidating individuals you see stand outside of the last door before it closes.
Is it as intimidating as your dad voice, though? Are they as intimidating?
More intimidating. More intimidating.
I'm glad I wore my yellow underwear.
At this point, Boehner's going to call everybody over. Okay, if you saw the thing, the bat wings and the red box, there is someone that we need to go see, and we need to go see them now. You are in a lot of trouble, and I mean a lot of trouble. First question. Anybody scared of spiders? Arachnophobia? Anybody?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Okay, that's good because we have got to go see Katrina Fiberay. She's one of the best fortune tellers in the town, and she's a spider lady, but don't let it, just don't, no facial anything when you see her, and everything will be fine. But
What's wrong with her face?
What do you mean, spider lady?
I mean, she's like half spider, but right now we have got better things to worry about than that. Okay, can we just kind of
Wait. Half spider, just to prepare ourselves. Half spider, like from the waist up spider, from the waist down spider, or like half and half.
1/4, 1/4, bottom to top.
Oh, well, that should be interesting to look at.
No, no.
Wait, hang on.
Waist
So,
down, she's a spider. Waist up, she is a lady.
so what's wrong with her face?
It just, sometimes people get a little clicked out. There might be a little dinner wriggling in a web in the corner, but just please trust me on this one, okay, guys? You're going to need a lot of help, and for the right amount of coin, she's been known to change people's futures, and I really think you could use that right now.
Vance, I believe he means your face, not her face.
No, the face. I've now accepted that this is probably going to be weird. That's good word for it. Odd, peculiar, out of the ordinary, strange, and that's fine. This is life outside of a castle. When you live there. No,
He
you
means
said
keep your face a
But
blank
no.
expression. Should
Oh, no.
register no weirdness on your face.
Guys,
Oh.
I'm telling
Look at
you,
her the way I look at you, Pants.
there's no time for this, guys. We winged thing.
Lead on.
We have got to go, and we have got to go now. Come on.
I was just going to ask if she knows. She's a fortune teller. She knows answers. I have no idea who I am and anything. And
It
she
doesn't
could
matter.
tell me
We
something.
need to go now.
Well, I mean, if we have time, but understand. Quick. Yes.
So, do you all follow the good major?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
You exit into the alley behind the Cashmere Rose, traveling, making several turns, some rights, some lefts. You come to a small building set in the middle of an alleyway, with the alleyway seeming to fork around it. The structure is about the size of a one-man guard shack. It is black as night with a red door with a golden hourglass. There is a sign in common that reads, "Knock 3 times and enter."
Pants will immediately go up to the door and knock 3 times, and then just walk in.
As you knock 3 times, the door will open. You will smell the rich fragrance of incense as you see dim light coming from within the shadows of perhaps a candle. And you will hear a very melodious voice. "Come into my parlor. Have a cup of tea. Lay your coin on my table. I'll tell you what I see. But be warned, fortune's favor, fortune's fate, they travel the same sea. But if you have enough money, I can change your scheme."
Darius, upon seeing Pants knock so quickly and enter the door, will be like, "Son of a," and like scurry real quickly after him, just to kind of be a second set of, just to make sure that if things go bad, there's more than one person in the bad.
Okay. Do the rest of you follow?
Yep.
Karak?
Absolutely.
Major Bainard?
Absolutely.
As you pass the threshold, much like the carriage of the High Bishop, the building is larger on the inside than it is on the outside. It is a very luxurious, if small, 10 by 10 room with pillows adorned along the floors. There are different colored stained glass lamps hanging at different heights from the ceiling. There is a table covered in a beautiful red velvet tablecloth with a single candle burning in the middle. And behind this table, you see a woman of great beauty, almost breathtaking. Long raven hair, deep green eyes, ivory skin. She will smile, seeing you, Bainard. Good Major. It's so nice to see you again. She will lick her lips, staring at you.
Nice to see you as always, but as much as I appreciate it right now, we don't have time for innuendo to times past. I believe these travelers need your help more importantly than anything right now.
She will pause and arch a slender brow, looking between Major Bainard and the rest of you. She will then point to you, Dandy, crooking a finger. Come. Have a seat.
Okay.
The chair across from her sliding out, seemingly of its own accord.
Nothing weird here. She goes and sits down.
The chair will bring itself closer to the table. Have you a coin?
Yep.
Lay it on the table, and I will tell you what I see.
She'll put down a gold piece.
Placing the gold coin on the table, she will take the gold coin, holding it to the candlelight, biting it, dropping it in her pouch on her belt. She will pull a small, round crystal, looks something similar to a monocle, multifaceted, the candlelight dancing in its shining prisms on the wall. She will hold it delicately as she looks through it, adjusting it as she watches you. She will close her hand around the crystal. I cannot help you. I cannot help any of you. I need you to leave.
What?
Aww.
This will shake Pants out of his, like, basically he walked in and just stopped as soon as he saw her. This will shake it. I'm sorry, what? No. I have questions. I have questions that need answers and answers that need questions. And I'm not leaving till I get at least one.
At this point, Major Bainard's going to grab Korok, pull him aside, and whisper in his ear, I told you when you came here for the right amount of coin.
What is the right amount?
Obviously not one.
Dandy, Croc says softly, perhaps you should be a bit more generous.
She said a coin. I was following her directions.
Pants will take his entire satchel and walk up to the table and drop it onto the table.
Okay. Are you doing this for Dandy or for yourself?
He, in his mind, doing that means he's going to get at least one question answered for himself.
She will look at the bag of coin, her eyes cutting to Major Bainard. No, I am not getting involved in this.
Darius will rip off the pouch of coins that he has on his belt, walk over, and throw it haughtily on the table and say, to hell with your answer of no, you are. And we're, depending on how much it takes, we're getting answers.
All right. So I'm going to allow you to attempt either a persuasion or an intimidation, your choice.
Intimidation. A. 15.
Beats my 14. She will sigh, grabbing the 2 bags of coins and jerking them, dropping them on the floor beside her, not even bother to counting them. You have been marked, child. You all have. The shadows seek you. I cannot see much beyond the veil, but I can see this. And she will stop, and she will pause, and her face will twist in horror and agony, her hand clutching her chest as tears begin to run down her face as she shakes her head. No, no, no. They're all gone. They're all gone. She will look up to you, Bainard. Keep Gregor Garrian. I have seen all the blood hunters, save for a few, are dead. The shadows are bringing the war. She will then sigh, the imagery changing around you, the pillows, the lanterns, the mystic decor fading, and you will find yourselves in a cave, a very simple, plain, ordinary cave. This woman, this beautiful woman from the waist up, here in front of you, from the waist down, that of a spider, her legs clittering against a stone. What to tell you, what to tell you, what to tell you, what to tell you, what to tell you.
You can
Okay.
just tell us what's going on.
Some things I am forbidden from speaking, but I will tell you what I can. Where to begin? Where to begin?
The beginning, usually.
She will take a breath and calm herself. You all are familiar of the Battle of the Demon Bride.
Yes.
Yeah.
The great demon Malacutus, the scourge that sought to break through this world, the handmaiden Lilith who sought to unleash him upon us, the battle at Iron Sage, the falling, the Battle of the Demon Bride.
Yes.
That was all a ruse, a distraction, a diversion. You see, there is one. His name is Zakez, a prophet
We have heard
of
this name.
a prophet of great power. He is one of the original fathers of magic. He has given himself to Angramora. He has perpetrated all of this to unlock the gates to allow the Queen Gangriella to march upon the world. The problem is that Gangriella is missing. No one has seen her in such a long time that now her brother, whose name I will not speak in this realm, he sits on the throne. He is sending forth his minions, his Umbrakai, his far seekers, and his blade dancers. They are coming. They are claiming the souls of the brave to fulfill their army. One of you is the key to open that gate.
Karak pointedly does not turn his head and look at anything at all.
Okay.
Very still, very stoic.
You must.
Danthea might side-eye Venfira just a little bit.
Is that a definite side eye or?
It's sort of like a like a like a
The-
glance, like a.
Allow me to make a note of that. Is anyone else doing anything?
Ven is just staring at this woman like she usually does with a blank expression.
I will tell you who the key is, because you must keep them. You will see a familiar face appear behind the fortune teller, the long raven hair, the pupilless black eyes like that of a shark, the well manicured Fu Manchu, the impeccable clothing of a ranger, hands drifting with shadows, reaching forward, grabbing what you now know to be this woman's very soul, dragging her into the darkness as her body will shrivel, decaying almost instantly, her face twisted in horror as her last moments were excruciating painful. It is at this time that I need everyone to please join me in Owlbear Rodeo, and I need everyone to please roll initiative.
Or my die
Queen.
can jump out of the fucking tray and land weird.
That was cocked. There we
That's
go.
better.
Screams of the word no come from Pants as that happens.
Is Bainard still with us at this point?
Yes, he is. Alrighty, so we will start with the good major. What did you roll for initiative?
14.
Dandy.
9.
Karak.
19.
Pants.
I got an 8.
Tarios.
I am all that is speed. 20.
Benfira.
18.
Pants, I guess we're dice buddies now.
And we're dice buddies. There's 3 of us in a line here. Ben, me, and Ven.
I'm not going to tell you what I rolled, but it is consistent with my shitty rolls as a DM. All right. So is everyone in Owlbear Rodeo?
Check, check.
Excellent. So Owlbear Rodeo, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, Owlbear Rodeo is a beautiful, lightweight application that runs on any platform. It's great for battle maps without the heavy tabletop virtualization underneath, which is why we use it. And they were nice enough to give us permission to use it on our podcast and our live stream. So with that, Tarios, you will be going first.
So the only enemy that we see is literally Fu Manchu guy.
That is correct.
Trying to see where I'm at on the map.
You are right here.
I guess I'm going to move. Is each square 5 feet?
No, it is not. Those are just tiles on the floor. You'll have to use the measuring tool. You are 10 feet away from him.
All right. Well, since
So they may be 5 feet, but I didn't. No, the squares are 10 feet.
Gotcha. So then I'm going to move. If I move here, do I trigger an attack of opportunity? Can I move there? Okay.
No. You're
Go
not
ahead.
leaving their space, so
Going to move there to engage the enemy. He's going to strike out with an unarmed strike.
okay. Go ahead and make that roll, please.
That is. It's a 10.
That will miss.
And my bonus action, I'm just going to use one more unarmed strike.
Okay, go ahead and make that roll.
Going to yeet that dice. That was 14.
That will miss.
Dice was properly yeeted. On to the next person.
That will bring up Karak.
All right, I will step up to get proper what's the word? Flanking. Thank you. There's the word. Flanking with Charios and I'm gonna cast Bane on. So that will be a charisma save DC 15 from him, please.
Okay, they pass.
All right, then nothing happens. And I don't think I have a bonus action that I can do. Oh wait, yeah, I can. I'm gonna drop a spiritual weapon on the board.
All right, go ahead and grab your token and spiritual weapon.
Use that one. We'll drop it. We'll drop it right here. Ooh, that's much bigger than I anticipated.
It's fine. Go ahead and make that attack roll, please.
All right. And that is a 17 plus the spiritual weapon does plus 7, so that's a 24.
That will hit.
And that does the 8, which is an 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage.
All right, excellent. Renfira.
Looking at it, is this the same creature that spoke to her when they were in the prison?
It is. This is the same individual that had helped them escape the prison.
Had it spoken to her in common or the other language she speaks?
The other language she speaks.
Then she's going to move slightly so that she can see it between who's that standing in front of me? Pants and Karak. And she's going to look at it, and in that other language, you need to leave now.
Give me a intimidation check.
Well, that's probably not going to do it. Let me look. Sheet. Because I only rolled a 9. Oh, but I have +7 on intimidation. So that's... I'm mathing
16.
badly.
It's 16. That is not enough. It will look at you, and in that language, it will tell you, "No, I am about my master's business." The rest of you hearing that dark language that you have heard spoken many times. Any bonus actions?
No.
All right. Major Bainard.
Let's see. Let me use measure tool here. Am I within 5 feet? I am. Major Bainard is going to attack with his rapier of blinding light.
Okay. Make that attack roll for me, please.
That will be a 20, not nat.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
12.
All right, next attack.
Rapier Blinding Light again. Be a 13 plus. Yeah, it's going to hit. 24.
24 hits.
And. Ooh, 16.
And your third attack.
$16.
16 misses. Any bonus actions?
2-weapon fighter, so I'm going to attack again
Okay.
with Dagger of Venom. Uh, 28. Gonna hit.
28 will hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. This creature is immune to poison.
12.
You see the good major stepping forward, the rapier seeming to just appear in her hand. 3 quick, deliberate strikes, and then the dagger coming through in a reverse grip, stabbed into the creature's thigh. It will hiss and recoil, but it is still standing. That is now Pants's turn.
I believe Pants is going to action surge so that can take an additional action this turn. And he's going to see Tarios behind the Fu Manchu creature. And he's going to go, sweep the leg! And he's going to use his commander strike to forgo the attack action and command him to use his reaction, Tarius' reaction, to do an attack on him. And then you get a bonus for damage because of it.
All right, roll the bonus. Go ahead and roll the attack, Tarius.
Hearing the command, Tarius will do his best impersonation of Jackie Chan to jump down and try to sweep the leg. Oh, God. That was a 1.
That was a 1.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God,
man.
no.
Well, it's plus 6 damage.
Hey, maybe Bainard was right. Guess what? Yeet the tower! Oh, look at that.
His Tarius is wearing his amulet of roll like fear.
Please go ahead and roll your damage for that attack.
Okay.
Add 6 to it, whatever you do, because that's what I give you.
1d4 plus 4 plus 6. Yay. 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus 6, which is 14.
All right. You take 7 points of damage, Ben, as you drop down to sweep the leg, catching off your balance, landing on your ass. You know that pain when you fall on your tailbone, how bad that smarts.
Did you say 7?
Yes, and you are considered prone. So let's mark you prone. All right.
I still got the action surge.
You do.
So with the other action, I'm gonna just try and strike him, I guess. Yeah, just kind of swing my sword, short sword at him.
All right.
Go for the legs.
Don't roll a 1.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't put that evil on me, Ricky Babby. But that is unfortunately, I rolled a 3 times 3 plus 1 was 4, so doubled would be 8.
8 points of damage. How do you want to do it?
With Tarios failing and falling on his butt, I would assume that the Fu Manchu guys looking at him, just kind of staring at him. At that moment, you just see a short sword, much like, the movie Aliens, just straight through the middle of his chest. And he just pulls it out, and guy just crumples to the ground.
Pants, his large form moving quicker than most would anticipate as the individual turns, seeing Tarios on their ass, their blade coming up as they are fixing to strike. They are still as they look down, seeing the cold steel of Pance's blade through their chest. Instead of blood, wisps of smoke. You hear, I'll be back, don't you worry. As they fade to ashes, leaving only a cloak in their wake.
Pants will poke at it with his sword.
Nothing happens.
Elaborate flourish of a sheath and an arm to pick up Tarios.
He will gladly accept the arm and pull himself up and say, one of these days, when you tell me to do something and sweep the leg, I'm not going to fall on my ass. One of these days.
Practice is all we can do.
It's important to have goals.
Major Bainard points out that practice is usually done before you're actually fighting the bad guy.
Hey.
Just saying.
I'll tell you.
Was. Go ahead, Dandy.
I'll tell you though, if I don't ever have to watch that happen again, it'll be too soon.
Agreed.
Pants will suddenly realize that the fortune teller that could have answered any of his questions is dead, drops to his knees and just screams, "No. I'll save all of your ears."
Yeah, she is dead there on the cave floor. Her body decomposing, seeming to be drained of all fluids. The face, that once beautiful, delicate face, twisted in agony and horror. The last moments of their life forever stamped in flesh.
Ben's gonna look over at Bainard. You acted like you knew what that thing with the wings was.
Yes, Bainard, you know what they say.
Look, I don't know. All I know is it just kind of reminded me of some things in the past, and I have an idea, okay?
What is this idea? We need to know about this because obviously it's just going to keep killing things around us until it gets to us. So we need to have an idea.
All right, look. You know I knew Bane. He's the one that sent you here, right? Well,
Right.
You also know now that he's one of the unknown 11, right?
Yes.
They weren't there alone that day that they liberated the king, Lilith, at the Battle of the Demon Bride. I left retirement. One last glorious battle. One last chance to die for my king. And all I know is in one of the worst battles of my life, we had to fight a large, horrific, winged beast. I had never been more terrified. And just before the blow landed that would have eliminated me from this world to die that glorious death that they always talk about, gods in the ninth, I don't want a glorious death. I want to continue to live. And as that final blow was about to rain down, Bane slid in at the last moment and saved my life and landed the mortal blow on Lilith. Or at least what I thought was the mortal blow. I didn't see this winged beast, but just based off of all of this, I have my fears that that blow wasn't mortal.
So you're saying there was some other beast there with Lilith fighting in that courtyard?
There were a lot of beasts, but there were only one with wings.
2.
The other one was out of my peripheral vision.
It's okay.
One was Lilith herself and the other was this thing. Is that correct?
Yes.
So she said that Gangriella's brother, who she would not name, sits the throne of Angramora and is sending his shadow minions out to gather souls for his army to ready an attack upon the world.
That is correct.
That tracks with what we've seen, what we saw at the prison. That creature, what did she call him? Far Seeker? Appearing out of the shadows, grabbing souls out of bodies, leaving them as withered husks. And we were told by Bainard that Jalil is in league with Zakez, and by her that Zakez wishes to marry Gangriella and assume power in Angramora next to her. So those things that we fought in the sewers, they were husks, not really living. They were people who had their souls ripped out and then replaced with creatures from the Shadowed Realm. At least, that's my best guess. I don't know. I don't know what to do with all of this. We have to get to the Emerald Forest. Find answers.
I need everyone to please make a perception check.
Dang it. That fell off my desk.
Yep, that's 2 now that's behind my computer desk somewhere. Lost one last night, too.
Major
Welcome to
Bainard.
Venfira's Flying Dice Show.
You said perception, right?
Correct.
Okay.
A whole whopping 8.
Dandy.
I got just a little over 8. I got 10.
Karak.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Pants.
A 14.
Tarios.
Good news, everyone. It was the tower. 20.
All right.
Venfira.
17.
I need everyone but Tarios and Venfira to please earmuff.
I think we're ready.
I'm waiting for Karak to earmuff.
Yeah, I see he's muted.
He's like,
Sorry, somehow I hit mute instead of deafen, and I just started dancing because I thought I had done the thing. My bad.
Alrighty. As y'all are having this conversation, you both happen to glance down at this corpse, this mutilated husk of what was once a beautiful lady, and you see clutched in their hand, in their left hand, a piece of parchment.
Ven's
Sorry.
gonna lean down and try to slip it out of her hand very gently.
Okay. What are you doing, Tarius?
I was just gonna kind of motion for her to do it because shadow magic and shadow death and shadow Venfira. So
There's a piece of parchment that it looks like it has been ripped from either a scroll or a book or something, but it has just a few words on it written in common.
well, what does it say?
It says, "The key has come. He must be protected at all costs. Should the gates open and the darkened queen rise again."
She's gonna show it to Tarios.
He'll read it, and say out loud, well, I guess that's 2 people that aren't the keys.
Well, it says he, so not me, not Dandy, right?
Yeah.
I hope. She's gonna kind of glance at the at her sleeve, at the shadow moving on her skin, and pull her sleeve down a little bit.
Okay. The paper will then burst into flames, a rich purple smoke. Anything before we bring the others back?
What the fuck?
I once again apologize for my failure to earmuff properly.
You're good. So you all will see them exchange glances, look, and pull a piece of parchment from the withered hand of the corpse that was the fortune teller. You will see them talking, but the words are muddled. You cannot understand them. And then the parchment will burst into flames for just a moment. Just a brief flash and purple smoke. I need everyone to please make an intelligence saving throw.
Let's see how badly I do on this.
Wait, so who did we see grab the parchment?
Tarius and Vinfira.
Oh, okay.
Major Bainard.
9. And I'd like to point out, you gave me this set of dice. I think anything you touch, just
I did not touch the dice, though. So, Dandy.
21.
Karak.
15.
Pants.
18.
Tarios.
This defeats the tower theory. 7.
Vinfira.
20.
What was that again, Ben?
He said this defeats the tower. 7.
Major Bainard. Tarios. You inhale the purple smoke, the rich fragrance, pleasing. It lingers for a moment before you open your eyes and realize you have no idea where the hell you are or who these people in front of you are.
Does Jimi Hendrix start playing?
No. Jimi Hendrix isn't around in this time.
it's fine. I own the Cashmere Rose. I've been here before. I'll be here again.
Sir James of Hendrixton, though, is a
Very
fabled
famous
bard.
Right, so Tarios is standing like right in front of her with, well, how tall is Tarios?
He's about 6'6".
Okay, yeah, she's 5'2", so you kind of see over her head. So she's looking at his chest, and he's just got no idea who she is or who these people around them are.
Yeah, he's just kind of spaced, apparently. Like, it's pretty far out, man.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are you people? I don't have time for this. Delivery of mead coming. People are supposed to be bringing it back.
You brought us here.
We're the ones who brought your meat to you.
Who are you?
No.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
Well, that's a problem.
Do any of you know Sir James of Hendrix?
Wait,
I
you've
think
heard
I've
of the-
heard.
You heard him too? But wait, who are these people?
I was just going to say he's currently serving along the watchtower. A few moments later, reality will twist and bend, and you will find yourself once more in your right mind. The thought crossing your head, your thoughts that had this been more potent, or perhaps more of it, you may never have regained your memories.
What was the purple stuff, and can that be bottled? I'm asking for business reasons. I see a market.
Cheer, does Venfira know what that was?
You can give me an Arcana check. Karak, you can give me an Arcana check as well, as you may have encountered this in the 9/9.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, that was an 8.
I got a 13.
Yeah. Neither one of you are
Well,
You are sure that it was some sort of mind alteration and possibly something to protect the words on the parchment? But
I was
to the
affected.
extent,
I was affected, and I was in the 99th. Do I get to roll?
sure, make an Arcana check.
18.
Right. So I need everyone but Major Bainard to earmuff. So you are very familiar with this spell. You have seen it 100 times. You yourself actually employ this spell. It is called the Widow's Grace, named so as the Widow's Sea. The smoke is triggered once words are read from a page. The words being read will cause the page to ignite, the smoke to come. A deep inhaling of this has the chance to erase your memory, and it can be permanent. It was by the mercy that it was only a corner of the page that allowed you to come back to your senses.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Yes.
If y'all's cameras are like mine, that was a perfect wave. So
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Major Bainard, do you wish to?
Oh God, I know this one. The way I'm feeling after, I know this one. I've had to use this one a few times myself. Business reasons only. Guys, that was the Widow's Grace.
Have I heard of this?
Give me just a straight up intelligence.
16.
Yes, you have. I'll go ahead and do the expounding here. The Widow's Grace, named after the Widow's Sea, the purple of it, is a spell used to protect documents. Once they're read, the page will ignite in flame, the smoke produced. You inhale enough quantities of the smoke and you forget what you read. You forget up to who you are, and in most cases, it's permanent. It was by some saving grace that it was only a corner or a small piece of the parchment that was ripped that saved you all.
Well, if that was the Widow's Grace, then it's fortunate for all of us, with this being such an enclosed space, that it wasn't a larger incantation of it.
So what did the paper say?
That
Well,
he has come and he must be protected.
yeah. That means he's going to look at Vinfira and Dandy. Well, means you guys are out of the contest.
What language was it written in?
Tyr, you said it was common?
Yes.
It was common.
This makes me wonder what was written on the rest of the page, though. If just that corner did that, what was on the rest of the page?
I guess we'll never know.
And there was something about the Darkened Queen, too. But I didn't write fast enough, so I can't remember what it was.
How do your notes serve us now?
This is exactly why I take notes, because if I don't get it written down, I can't remember it.
So we're going to take our break now. It's just a few minutes early, but we are going to take our break. So much fun. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And remember, at the end of this, if you was here last night and are here tonight as well, you will win this beautiful, if I can get it without making a mess, handmade dice tower from Eggle. It is absolutely lovely. And we'll be, yes.
You said if you were here both nights, you will win. I think you meant to
Right.
say you will be entered to win.
Yeah, you'll be entered to win. Not everybody gets one. That's
That's an important distinction.
yeah. Thank you.
Legally.
And
Speaking-
unlike my tower, those towers are not cursed. They will roll wonderfully.
We make no promises of that.
Asterisks. Results may vary.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back in 10. Thanks, guys. We'll be back. And welcome back. We got everything situated on our ends. We're ready to continue. Thank you for joining us. Before the break, our party had investigated the Smuggler's Cove, found that the mead they were after was still intact, had returned the mead minus 2 bottles that were mysteriously broken.
Mysteriously.
And just who did that? Time out for you, sir.
We may never know. Had relayed to Major Bainard the things that had transpired. Upon hearing the creature with the bat wings, Major Bainard had insisted that they go to see the lady Catriana, the fortune teller. There she had conveyed that one of you was the keys to the gates of Angramora, and that the shadowed prince was amassing an army. At this point, one of the Umbra Kai Farseekers had emerged behind her, the same one that had rescued the party from the dungeon, stealing the soul of the fortune teller, leaving a husk of a corpse on the ground. Battle ensued in which you were able to defeat the creature. You found a piece of parchment that spoke that the key must be protected, that the Darkened Queen would rise again. There was a flash of fire, some purple smoke. Major Bainard and Tarius for a few moments lost their memory as the Widow's Grace spell kicked in, a mind-altering spell that will cause you to forget things that you have read and sometimes even who you are. That is where we took our break, and now we are back. You are still in this cave. You are still standing over this corpse. What do you wish to do?
When the creature disappeared, did anybody check that cloak to see if there was anything in it?
I did. I poked it. Nothing happened.
You poked it. Did you move it?
Yeah, I poked it with my sword, like moved it around.
If that thing's from Angramora, I don't think we should touch it.
Nothing happened, but I'll take your word for it.
Like, there's no
Let's just
fire.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's no fire or torches or anything lighting the cave, is there?
There is light. It seems to have no source. It is just there. You all are able to see each other clearly. You're able to see the corpse clearly. You're able to see the beautiful cloak clearly.
At the least, we should retrieve the 2 bags of gold we put on her table.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and grab my bag.
What was you getting ready to say, Dandy?
I think that we should get out of here.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me, Tarios.
Uh, 19.
You do find the 2 bags of gold there next to the corpse.
I will grab mine, tie it back onto my belt, grab up Pants and say, "Pants!" Get his attention till he's looking at me, and then chuck it at him.
Make a dex check, Pants.
Please don't get hit in the face. Please don't get hit in the face. Please don't get hit in the face.
Not one.
How dare you, all of you? Nobody
I didn't do anything.
Nobody. Everybody just let it go. They just let go. People tell me roll that once. I rolled a. There's no skill that could make this better. So it's a 5.
Well, no, it's a dex check, so I had to.
Yeah, that's 4 plus 1 is a 5.
Oh.
So I was like,
you skillfully grab the bag of coin being thrown towards you.
It's not in the face. Thanks. I'll tie it back on this thing. He's a little grumpy, but also off.
Now, is
he a pouty pants?
this the
What was
Sorry.
same? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is this the cave that we originally came into? Like, because we came to see her, then she did the Wayne's World Wibbly magic, and everything changed, and then it changed to a different cave. Is this a different cave?
Investigation check.
And to answer, Bainard, Pants is not. It's not that you say he's pouty. He's very weird. You've already grasped that he's very weird, but there's just something off about his now weird. If that makes sense.
16.
Walking to the doorway, cracking open the door and looking out, you see the alleyway that brought you here.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the way we came in is here.
If you're doing anything on the map, I can't see it. Yes, it is.
Okay, do we see a door here?
No.
Okay.
Andy's just gonna start inching over Tarios' way to the door because she doesn't want to be in here with that body for much longer.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, had she not died, she could have magically opened up the rest of the. This is not a trap door or a secret door or anything. It is.
Okay.
It's a pocket dimension. So just so there's not question of should we have looked for secret doors or anything later. I didn't
Fair
anticipate her to die. The dice betrayed her and me as well. So
what I'm hearing is we should have rolled better.
no, it was my rolls that sealed her fate.
All right.
Truly the will of the dice.
Yes, we should head back to the Cashmere Rose.
Do
As we
we?
step out of the cave, Baynard's going to look at Pants because he noticed he's kind of acting funny and kind of ask him, "Hey, what's going on? You're acting weird."
There are things that people have known about me for a very long time, and there are things that people don't know about me that I don't know about myself. And these words, these legends that I have only read about on page are coming to life, and it's disconcerting. I am discontented.
Do you think?
And
you're
that's all he'll
confused?
say. That's all he'll say.
Do we want to do anything about the body and the cloak that Tyr really wants us to do something with?
I was just saying it's a beautiful cloak. Y'all can do what you want to.
My initial fire is to fire. My
Your
initial
initial fire is to thought.
Yes, my initial fire is to thought. So my initial thought is to fire everything, but I don't know if we want to do that or not.
If you ask Pants, he will literally, if anyone asks him, what should we do about it, he will say burn it. He doesn't care. Burn it, torch it. His cave. It will not burn. But everything else will.
Well,
If
Tarius
you wish to burn it, I won't stop you.
is going to try to. I don't want to touch the cloak.
I'll help you. Pants will come over and help you. Seeing that you're like looking at the cloak, trying to figure out, he'll just get out his flint and tinder box and start sparking onto the cloak.
Okay. Pants, give me a survival check, please. With advantage as Tarios is helping you.
Let's see if this other die will help. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Why is it that I roll an 11 and a 12?
DC was 10, either pass. The cloak
yeah.
instantly ignites into flames, quicker than a cloak should. Oof. Poof, it goes up. You see smoke. You see shadow. You see a figure. Everybody roll initiative.
Uh,
Oh,
Wait.
sweet Jesus.
So,
It's cocked. There we go.
wait, we've only had one so far. You bastard.
It's another one for the tally.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess it's been well more than a minute that we've been standing here talking. So I'll
Oh,
remove my
yes.
spiritual
So-
weapon from the board.
I'm just going to roughly put you all, and then you all can fine tune. All right. Initiative. Bainard.
15.
Dandy.
8.
Karak.
11.
Tarius.
I got an 8.
Yay, number buddies.
Pants.
17.
Renfira.
9.
Initiative. Ooh, nice.
No, not nice.
Mm.
Hey, wait a minute. Tier, roll a 1. Roll a 1 tier.
I've already rolled. So, as the cloak bursts into flame, you see the smoke and shadows coalesce once more there. The long raven locks, the well-manicured goatee, the pupilless black eyes, the impeccable clothing. You see the Far Seeker before you. You are in combat. Bainard, you realize today's going to be a bad day, that maybe you should have stayed at home. Pants, you're up first.
Okay. Draw a weapon and say, "Didn't I just kill you?" And then go for another stab at him.
All right.
Just to double check, that will be a total of 5.
Okay, that is way lower. As you stab for the creature will quickly move to the side, pivoting on their heels. Stepping into the blow, you will see their fingers come up, knocking your wrist wide, the other one coming through and stabbing you in the forehead for 2 points of psychic damage. Bainard.
Ooh. Bainard is going to cast blindness and deafness.
Okay.
See.
They
This guy up a little bit.
your magic coming forward, I got a 19 on my saving throw. You see, as the energy coalesces, forming from your blade, they bring their hands up, waving the energy off as it turns to ash and falls to the ground behind them.
That was a little bit rude.
That was your bonus action, so
It's okay to call him a bastard when he does that stuff.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure the thing's going through my head right now. I can't say.
Do you want Vampira to say them for you? She cusses worse than a sailor.
Let's see. 10 feet. Gonna attack with my dagger of venom.
okay, so moving up to the creature.
$22.
22 will hit.
$5.
5 points of damage. All right, you have more attacks. Do you wish to use them?
Okay, I've moved up closer, so now I'm going to attack with my rapier of blinding light. Oh, nat 20 plus 11 crit.
Okay, so yeah, you crit. Go ahead and roll damage, and then roll the die damage, double that, then add your modifier.
2 plus 10.
All right, and your third attack, please.
22.
That will hit.
And 8, 14.
All righty. Landing some solid blows on the creature, it will look at you and smile, a very toothy smile, showing that this creature has fangs, the eye teeth extending. You will see it raise its hands, speaking in that infernal language. Vinfira, you hear, "Come, my brothers, let the battle be joined." The shadows coming to life.
Can she call out to the others? He's summoning more.
You can.
He's summoning more. Watch your backs.
You will see, stepping from the shadows, individuals that look like him carrying swords, 4 of them. He will then take a shot at you, Bainard, with his open palm. That is a nat 20. You can tell because my dice is blinking.
Fancy.
Oh no.
Oh no 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 no.
No, no, no.
I need wisdom saving throw, please, Bainard.
$14.
He will step forward, stepping inside, bringing his hand to push your blade across your chest, his open palm smacking your forehead. You will feel as if someone has run your brain through a blender as you take 32 points of psychic damage.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I believe I am immune to psychic damage. All right, I've never played with this before. Where am I? Where are my
features.
resistances?
It'll be under class, or it'll be under features and traits. Class features.
Features, racial traits.
Is it too late to use my reaction with my fighting style protection and use my shield to impose a disadvantage on the attack?
You do not need to, because he has resistance to these type of attacks. Please roll the d20 again, as you will be doing a saving throw with advantage.
15.
15. You will take. Hold on, I have to math. I tell stories, I don't do math. So that is 16 points of damage. Pants, the swordsman that had appeared, will come approaching you quickly. The scimitars swinging. The first strike is a 9.
That is a miss.
The second is 7.
A miss.
The third is a nat 20.
Oof.
Unfortunately, a hit. It's like when you get hit in the shield, like 2 times, and like by the 3rd time, you're just like, there are too many blows. Shield falls aside.
That is 18 points of damage. This
Get
one will
the
come
feeling.
down. That is another nat 20.
Oh, we're definitely
Good
getting pantsed
God.
again.
That's 12 points of damage. That is a 4. That is a 5.
Thank the shield, because the other 2 hits, he just balls up.
Tarius,
Up with it.
that is a 9. A 13. A nat 20.
God damn.
That is 9 points of
Someone unique
damage.
Here's die. Jeez.
9 to me.
Yep. And Venfira. That is a 16.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
That is 2 points of damage. 17.
Yep.
That is 6 points of damage. 17.
Oh yep, that'll hit too.
That is 18 points of damage.
18. Oh.
Yes.
Oof.
Karak.
Yep. All right. If I move to say there, can I see the original Umbrakai?
You can.
Perfect. All right, then. Karak is going to hold his arm out in front of him, stretching his hammer out to point it at the Umbrakai, and shouts, "You cannot escape the sight of Garth Dokeen." And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
All right.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, so he takes 46 radiant damage. Ooh, that's a good roll too. That's 10, 16, 20 points of radiant damage.
The energy swirling around the hammer, this Azure divine power striking forward, the creature reeling back, screeching, as the damage seems to have been even greater than what you thought it would be, Karak. The energy now aglow as the next melee attack on this creature will have advantage.
That is correct. And still have a bonus action, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, we're going to Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So I need a Wisdom 15 save from him.
That's a 7.
So that's a fail. So he's going to take 1d12. That's not a d12. That's the d12. So he's going to take 11 more points of damage
What type?
from Toll the Dead. Necrotic, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Tarius.
So the one that Karak just wailed on is the one that's right behind me, right?
That is correct. Yeah, one in front of you. Yes.
Okay. Well, he's just gonna pretty much say, "Well, I guess that's the one to hit," and swing on it with an unarmed attack.
This will be with advantage as the guiding bolt.
Yeah. So that'll be 16's the higher one.
With your modifier, 16?
Yeah.
That will miss.
All right. And then is going to swing for another unarmed attack. Because
This will be standard roll.
$16 again.
Those will miss. Venfira.
since this guy just hit Venfira, she's going to kind of spin on her heel so that she's looking at him. She's going to cast Hex on him.
Okay,
So
bonus action Hex.
when she casts her Hex,
Yeah.
give him disadvantage on ability checks of a chosen ability. He now has disadvantage on dexterity checks.
All right.
And she's going to... My eyes skipped down the page. And that'll add 1d6. Alright, so since she's cast a bonus action spell, she can only cast a cantrip. So she's going to cast Sword Burst.
Okay.
Nice.
He needs a
Nice.
dex check of 15 to avoid it.
And that is with disadvantage as he has been
Because he's been hexed.
hexed.
Would you say Venfira is a hex girl?
Best Scooby-Doo movie.
That is a 10.
That's a good song.
Alright, so he's going to take 1d6 damage from the Sword Burst. That's slashing damage. And he's going to take 1d6 necrotic damage from the Hex. It's only going to be 3 points of damage. Seriously? Okay.
The Venfira spinning on her heels. That infernal language calling the shadows to engulf them. And then you hear a shattering as the hex takes its hold. Then the air exploding with a sound of ringing metal as these small swords begin to twirl around her body, cutting into the shadowed creature before her. He will sneer as it is now Dandy's turn.
Yay! So, Dandy is going to move to the one that is directly next to slash in front of Karak that was previously closest to her. And she's going to give it the old stibbity stab with a short sword.
All right.
Ah.
Which one? Just can you use the pointer tool to show me which one?
I believe
The
the
one-
one that's between me and Tarios.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that I did have the right one. All right, what did you roll?
Hold on a moment. Because Owlbear decided to do something silly because I pressed the wrong button.
So it wasn't Owlbear, it was user operator.
Yes, it was definite user error. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, that is... That is an 18. to
18
hit.
will hit. Please roll your
Alright.
damage and include your sneak attack as they are engaged with a ally.
Alrighty. Alrighty, that is 15 points of damage.
All right, 15 points of damage. The gnome rogue having had enough of this shit, the smile still on their face, though twisting to a very bloodthirsty smile, the short sword appearing in their hand as they like to say, stibbity stab. That will bring us back to the top of the order. Pants, you are up. Major Bainard, you are on deck.
Feeling the damage and the hurt, Pants is gonna take a moment. He's gonna breathe in, breathe out, use second wind, so
Okay.
I can get some health back.
After you use second wind, I need you to roll a percentile as they was critical rolls against you.
Yeet. Oh great. So I get 9 health back from my second wind. And then you said percentile die?
Yes, please.
70 exact.
Alrighty. All right. So you do your second wind.
And then so is the bonus action, and then my main action was going to be to use dodge, so that he just is basically stands up, takes the breath, rolls his shoulder. He's like, "All right, let's do this," and he's just going to focus on dodging any attack he gets.
All right. Major Bainard.
All right. I'm just going to go for the absolute lack of finesse here, and we are going to
Stibbity stab.
dibbity stab.
I need a bumper sticker that says Stibbity Stab.
We need to put that on a shirt.
Yes,
what-
we do.
That is
What-
one of Dandy's.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's going to be one of Dandy's shirts. Our merch is coming soon, guys. willofthedice.com. Store will be up soon. All right, Major Bainard, please roll your attack against the Umbrakai.
But this time I'm going to remember that I have a dagger of venom, and I'm going to remember about that poison damage.
Do you remember when I told you last time that it was immune to poison?
No, I don't. Obviously. Oh, man. Oof. 19.
19 will hit.
Nine.
Alrighty. The creature looks fucked up, but it is still standing. You have 2 more attacks. Do you wish to use them?
Yeah, we're gonna go rapier blinding light this time. For a nat 20, got us a crit.
Alrighty. Clear. Its hands grip around your blade, attempting to tug you towards it before it loses its strength and drops to its knees. The last thing it sees is they are very pretty.
Oh no.
If Taria sees her trying to be all grabby hands, can he be all grabby hands and pick her up and be like, no?
Why would he? Why would anyone be grabbing hands against these beautiful diamonds? Or why would anyone stop someone from being grabby hands with these beautiful diamonds?
Did any of them hear Venvira say, "Don't trust anything that comes out of Angramora"?
I don't know, did they? What did you roll there, Dandy?
10.
You did hear Venfira say, don't trust anything that comes from Angramora. But looking at these, you put their street value at about $2,000 a piece.
Hey, that could pay off Pants's debt.
As a player, I thought the meat the same thing. I was like, oh,
I did too.
2 of those is
At this point, Bainard's going to chime in. Okay, we might be able to forget about the debt, but first we need to start thinking clearly. Let's not touch the pretty shiny things just yet, okay?
Okay.
So you agree to take those diamonds in exchange for the debt. Good to hear. Thank you.
I didn't say I'm
You may
taking,
collect them at your leisure.
I didn't say I'm taking the diamonds, but I said if we just have some cooler heads here, maybe we can forget about the debt.
Pants will feel the top of his head to make sure it's very cool.
It is very cool pants.
It
Dandy.
feels cool.
Before any more of
Chill.
those things show up, we should probably leave.
She's not gonna pick him up. She's gonna pout about it, but she's not gonna pick him up.
Why is she not going to pick them up?
Well, if setting the cloak on fire re-summoned the guy, because that's what it looked like to her how it happened, she has no idea what's gonna happen if she picks these up.
Okay, I'll give you that one. All right, so
Okay, before we just wholesale run away from these, Major Bainard wants to go up and take a real nice close look.
give me a investigation check. And is he touching them?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
17.
These look to be flawless diamonds worth about $2,000 each.
So just to clarify in my brain, there's a diamond sitting on top of the cloaks.
No, there's the cloaks, and then just laying on the floor, there's 3 diamonds for each one of these creatures.
Mm, mm, mm.
Tyrus will walk over, look at Bainard, looking at the jewel, looking at the jewel, looking at Bainard, and then kick dirt over top of the jewel and say, "Come on, let's go."
Give me a dex check.
That is 23.
So you kick a little dirt like this is a cave. It's stone. There's not a lot of, but you kick a little dust and it does nothing. Bainard, I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh God.
You may call me Tyr.
You bastard also works.
Oh, son.
Well, oh no. Oh no, what did you roll?
What did? So
That's a one.
luckily, 1s and 20s are not automatic failures or successes with saving throws and skill checks. You do have a modifier to add to that for your
Oh.
intelligence.
For a whole whopping 5.
Bainard, these are just too good to pass up.
I'm still fighting it.
You were until you rolled a 5 on your intelligence saving throw. These are just too good to pass up.
Well, Bainard, it was nice having you as a guest star.
I picked them up.
Meanwhile, go ahead.
I picked
Go
them up
ahead.
and prepared to sign off.
So you pick up the 3 that caught your attention. That is 6,000 in gemstones. Let me make a note of that. Okay.
So we saw nothing happened when he picked up the diamonds.
No.
Well, like you said, that is the debt that I owe you is paid off. We're good.
Debt paid.
Yes.
Let's go now. Too good to be true. Come on.
No. Karak is gonna go collect the rest of the diamonds.
Okay. Let me do the math here. Again, I have to use a calculator as I'm not that math inclined. So, Karak, you gather 12 more diamonds worth a total of 24,000 gold.
Y'all are gonna thank me for that later. Do you know how many spells to bring you people back to life take diamonds as components?
Depends how many more bottles of mead that one breaks before you guys get out of here.
I will break empty bottles. Ha ha! Let us have the one that you promised me. Karak!
Yeah, he just picked up 3 gems. That's what we owed him plus 1 bottle for us to drink tonight.
I think I'm going to need more than just 1 bottle.
Apparently, you've never had Malcolm's mead.
Correct, exactly.
That mace that B's holding, that's not just for stylistic choice. I'm telling you right now.
All right, let's get out of here.
Agreed.
Let's do it. Out.
So you make your way back to the Cashmere Rose. I'm assuming that's the destination from previous conversations.
Yes.
Yep. Give me just a moment. I need to check something.
Oh, no.
Okay. Make a note. Awesome. Okay, so you find yourselves once more at the Cashmere Rose. What would you like to do?
Tarius will grab a table, grab pants, sit down at the table with Pants and say, "It's about time we drink this mead." And then look at Bainard and say, "Well,
What?
well, I just said I want to drink mead. So I'm thoroughly expecting you to pour me a pitcher of water. What else? I would like mead, sir."
How many do you want, sir?
2 bottles.
Okay, much better. Bainard comes over, sets 2 bottles down in front of him, says, let's see, 2, 4 for the ones that were broken, 2 at, you know what? Tonight's buy one, get one free. This is the only time I've ever done this.
Perfect. And Paint's gonna take both bottles. He's going, thank you. And he's gonna put one to the face. And as soon as that one's done, he's gonna put the other one to the face. And slam them both down. Ha!
I need a Constitution saving throw.
So we
I
don't
need to
even try it.
I need to explain something to you, Pants. You need to pass this. This is not to see if you are drunk. It is to see if you stay alive. Because of your background, you do get to do this with advantage.
That is it's an 18 plus 7 is a 25.
Chugging both bottles, Pants, you feel elation. You have never felt anything this intoxicating. You have heard of the legend of the heavenly ambrosia. This does not even compare to the legends that you have heard. It is smooth. It is wonderful. It is delectable. It is so everything that is good in the world. And then there's blackness as you fall unconscious back in your chair. The other bottle still gripped in your hand, as this was from one bottle. We're just going to call this a flat luck check. So roll a D20 to see if the bottle breaks or not.
It's a 9.
Any chance that one of us can jump in there and grab the bottle before he hits the floor?
Sure, I'll let one of you try. Y'all can decide whom.
Dandy,
Okay, I'll go for it.
you're the most dexterous of us.
I don't know, man. What about an initiative check? See who would be faster? Because Taurus is right there. You know?
Okay, what am I adding to this, if anything?
You're doing a dexterity check. So
Well then, good sir, that would be a 25.
There we go.
as Pants falls back in his chair, his eyes rolling in the back of his head, the other bottle falling, Dandy pulls one of the, since we had referenced him before, Jackie Chan moves where her foot catches out, kicking the bottle up. She will spin, grab it, and set it on the table, knowing that that is worth $2,000.
There you go.
Darius will look at her and say, "Well done, little one."
She'll just smile and then go off back to her room because she has no plans of getting into any of Malcolm's mead.
But
Wait,
Baynard
little
wants to
one, there's
ask if
something I need to do
anybody-
first.
Baynard asks if anyone else wants to chug a bottle real quick.
No.
Ben's gonna sit at a different table and ask for chocolate pie.
We will, before everyone splits up, everyone just sit here for 10 minutes, and I am going to cast Prayer of Healing on everyone.
It will affect everyone but Pants.
I think he's the only one that really needs it.
Probably.
Okay, Ben does too, I think.
Ben's pretty screwed up right now.
You get 10 plus 4, 14 points of healing back.
You'll take
Yeah.
7 of that back, Pants.
Oh, nice.
And I'm
Does
going to
that-
burn my channel divinity to recoup a spell slot after doing it.
All
So,
right.
Does that count for me too? Do I get 14 back?
Yes.
yes, everyone within the radius of me casting the spell.
Well,
Now,
I didn't know if I was going to get a vomit bucket for this one or if I was still right there. So
before you all separate, I think Major Bainard, you had something that you wanted to do?
now, before you guys start drinking too much, so that you can remember this, I had no idea that getting this mead back was going to be this difficult. So I've arranged something for all of you.
One moment. Yes, Pants?
Should I deafen myself since I am unconscious currently?
Yes. Okay.
So first Baynard walks over to Vinfira, and the first thing he does is sits down a whole chocolate pie in front of her. And then he digs around, pulls out 2 bags of barbed caltrops, and sets in front of her. I heard from one of my agents that you went in town the other day and you bought some caltrops. He sold you the ones that the regular customers get. These are the ones that the special customers get. Then he goes over to, oh, not Pants. Then he goes over to Tarius, and he hands Tarius a freshly washed, soft, gently perfumed, perfect, pristine, fluffy pink robe.
So Charius's reaction is again not going to do it to save the ears, but imagine the girliest, like, what the hell just came out of that minotaur noise that you have ever heard, and like squeals in utter delight, and like grabs the robe and hugs it.
Aww.
Baynard's going to walk over to Dandy, and he's going to pull out 4 strange-looking bags, unlike anything you've ever seen before, and hand them to you.
Ooh.
These are thermal-lined and leak-proof. Put your food in these before you put them in your pockets.
Okay.
She will immediately affix them to her belt.
Then Baynard's going to go over to Locke and lean in close.
To who?
Excuse me, Tarius. Excuse me, pardon.
You mean Karak?
You mean
Karak.
Karak.
God almighty.
He called me by my real name.
Ah! And this is why I'm just a guest star, not a regular part of the cast. Thank you very much.
Oh no. Oh no. It's been broken. It's been broken. I can't get back in character.
Gonna go over to Karat, and he's gonna lean in close, and he's gonna say, and for you, something more valuable than I've given any of them, information. You remember when we first met and I said that I was still holding some cards close to my hand when I told you about Jaleel and the king's assassination?
Yes.
Well, you also need to know that Jaleel and his followers are attempting to find something called the Scions of Oblivion.
I have not heard of this. Do you have anything more than the name?
I don't. That's all I know. And I also want you to know that I heard something else. Do you remember your companions from the other night?
Yes.
They said that they were the ones that should have tipped you.
Let them know I appreciate it, and if they want to come by tonight, I don't require tipping, but I will encourage more entertainment.
You just need to be careful. I'm pretty sure the young man's falling in love.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Brown chicken, brown cat. Okay, so
does Pants just not get his toy, or should I just give it to somebody else?
give
Or
it to
should I
somebody
wait
else.
up?
You can
Give
give
it-
it to me. I will safeguard it.
Don't give
Okay.
it to Dandy.
I can't think of anything this boy needs more. One, here's a bottle of rat poison. Tell him to use it carefully.
Oh,
And
all right.
second, I'm giving him a magical scroll. This scroll is called Situational Awareness for Simpletons. However, this scroll has this scroll has very limited use when it comes to its magical properties. This scroll can only be used one time when your king is about to be murdered, when a statue is getting ready to be unveiled, and should you try to strike a cleric when surrounded by 73 freaking guards, it'll never work again a day in its life.
That is
hashtag
fair.
pants was robbed.
Pants was not robbed. That hashtag needs to die.
I only
Oh.
said a magical scroll because the DM specifically said nothing magical. I just figured that I would set the standard so high it could never be used.
All right, welcome back, Pants. Okay, so what do
I
y'all
don't
wish
think
to do?
he's not back.
Pants is not back.
Oh, I thought he was back.
Muppet arms.
Muppet arms.
Muppet half arm.
There he goes.
There he is.
Welcome back, Pants. We missed you, buddy.
Where do I wake up?
Nice.
On the floor.
Is it the next day?
No, it's only a few
Oh.
minutes.
Oh,
You have a resounding ability to recover quickly from these things. Most men would have died. You're lucky.
It's an amazing ability for a perfectly normal human.
You are
But-
lucky you barely count as a man.
Tari
But-
says that.
But you have tasted Malcolm's mead, and you understand why it is known as the greatest libation in all the known realms.
With that, Karak takes the second bottle before Pants can come to and see it's still there, and begins pouring cups for the rest of the group who wants some, including Bainard.
Taurus will look down at the recovering Pants and say, "Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?"
well, of course. Of course I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's the words that were coming out of your mouth.
Did Ven hear that?
Perception check.
No, she didn't. I
What
rolled
did
an
you
8.
roll?
I rolled an 8.
DC was 5. Yes, Vin heard it.
Oh,
Well, what the fuck just came out of his mouth?
I think the mead broke Pants.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm speaking normally, aren't I?
Wait a minute, what?
No.
That
You
Dandy's just gonna look slack-jawed at him.
Taurus will
you
he'll
I
walk
can't
over.
quite place my finger on it.
All right,
Walk-
hold on. Karak, go.
I can't quite place my finger on it, but I think there's something different about your accent.
All right, Tarios.
Taurus will walk over, grab a cup of the mead, slam it down, and be like, "This is the greatest stuff I've ever drank in my. Oh my god, it's done it to me too."
Roll a Constitution save there, buddy.
um, 4.
You will grab it, you will slam it down, and you will fall to blackness as you fall unconscious.
Huh!
As the words coming through to your mind, some things you just don't chug.
okay. At this point, Bainard picks up his cup of mead, looks at the others very pointedly in the eyes, brings it to his mouth, and takes a little sip, and then very gently brings it back down.
Karak salutes you with his tankard. then sets the cup down.
Karak,
Yes.
this is, as Pants had described, this is the best tasting anything that you've ever had. It is sweet and stout. It is warm and embracing. It is like a hug from the inside out. It tickles the cheeks and warms the toes. It is the best libations that you have ever had. It is almost
That's-
enough to make you weep.
That is better than fermented yak's milk.
Best thing I've ever had.
I'm
All right,
not going to get used to that. No.
Is Pance's
That-
voice
is
seriously
it-
fucking with anyone else?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just getting ready to say that. Is that two different people or just two different accents? Do we have a pair of pants here?
Flag on the field, flag on the play. Horrible use of pun. 2 minutes in the penalty box.
That's usually what I have to suffer for.
What's that, God? What?
I heard the voice of God. Or Dandy and Vinfira need.
No, Ven would not have taken a cup. She's busy with chocolate pie and trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with Pants.
Yeah, Dandy doesn't really drink.
Okay. Just needing to make sure. Let me make a note of that.
I go over and heal. I'll do a heal on Pants. I'll give him a cure wounds. See if that helps.
Pull out a needle and thread. We need to mend our pants.
I don't have mending. It's a cantrip that I don't get. No. God.
I was
God,
looking
God
for
bless
something
my,
to throw.
God bless my hematite level up die, because that is the third time tonight I have rolled maximum on a D8. On that D8. So Pants, you get 12 points of healing.
Thank you.
Wait, say that again.
Oh, that was player saying thank you for
No,
healing
yeah.
him.
Does Pants say thank you when I heal him?
What do you like touch it? Like, what do you say anything when
Yeah,
you do it?
I have to walk up. I have to. Yeah, there are the verbal component. I yell at you in Orcish. Feel better, like loud and angrily as I place my hand on your shoulder, and you get 12 hit points back.
Oh well, thank you. That's actually feels much better. Almost, I feel almost relieved.
It didn't work at all.
Somebody just give him another bottle.
Maybe we should try hitting him in the head.
Why
If
don't
nothing
you
else,
give
but-
him another bottle? I can't afford it.
Do you think it'll fix him?
No, actually, I don't.
Wait a minute. I've got it. Where's the empty bottle at?
It's there on the table.
Bainard picks up the empty bottle and smacks Pants with it in the head.
Give me a D20 roll, please. Add your attack modifier, which is a plus 11.
Ven is just leaned back eating chocolate pie and watching this with kind of like a small smirk on her face.
17.
Am I gonna
But-
see him do all this? Because
Yeah. You see. What's your AC there, Pants?
15.
Okay, so 17 will hit unless you have some way to stop it.
No, it would just be a dodge. Like I'd use my reaction to dodge, like try and like bring my head forward so that he doesn't like hit me or move out of the way somehow.
So I'm going to be nice since this is PvP and give you a athletics.
Okay.
To attempt to stop this.
A 14.
Nope. Roll a 1d4, Major Bainard.
That'd be a 4.
4 points of damage, Pants.
Is anyone here familiar with the science of retrophonology? Phrenology.
not.
Are you familiar with it? Where you can read the bumps on someone's head and change their character traits?
Mm.
I'm
I'm
not
hoping-
familiar with most sciences.
I'm hoping I hit him in the right spot and left a lump on his head that's going to change him back to the way he was.
If
I
nothing else, it was
see.
funny.
It was funny. Pants, are you all right?
I believe so. There's no blood or anything like that. I seem to be doing quite all right.
It didn't work.
I
Bainard.
cast
You're
healing
back to
word.
fine.
I'm out of ideas.
10 minutes
I
to.
cast healing word. I give him 3 + 4, 7 points of healing back.
No, prayer of healing is the one that takes 10 minutes. What's the casting time on healing word?
Bonus action.
Yep. Okay, so using your orcish speak of here, feel better, or however you say it.
Yeah.
My impersonation of you really sucks. I apologize.
Better.
You feel much better, Pants.
Hmm.
Give me a percentage roll, please.
Again, thank you. I got a 4.
So you will get full health -4 from this spell as you feel the mead still coursing through you.
Oh,
I think he just needs to sleep it off.
That sounds like a great idea.
Dandy's gonna go to her room.
All right. What's everyone else doing?
Eating pie.
Eating pie. Tarios.
Am I still on the ground?
Nope, you're awake.
He will sit up, brush himself off. His pants still sitting there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll look over at Pants and say, "Don't drink the whole bottle next time."
Well, don't drink the whole little glass that you were given the first time.
Wait a minute, what the heck's the matter with you? Say something again.
Something again.
No.
Yeah, we don't. We think he needs to sleep it off.
We even tried hitting him in the head.
Oh,
Yeah, we
It
hit
was
him-
very
we hit him-
painful.
It was hilarious.
so that means I don't. He's gonna look down at his fist and. Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
No, I'm feeling much better, thank you. As he sees the hand that you hit him with the last time, that he felt better after you hit him with.
He's gonna say, I hope that you sound more normal in the morning because I don't know if I don't know. And he's just gonna shake his head and walk upstairs. To his room. And go, next person.
Pants.
Well, Pansel he looks, it's that same kind of weird that it was earlier. He kind of shuffles in his seat a little bit. He notices that the only 2 people there are still Vampira eating chocolate pie and Karak. It's very, very slowly sipping on Malcolm Mead. I'm assuming Major Bainard's also still kind of at the table with us, or
Correct.
okay. He'll say, "Well, I think I might have a theory on about the key type deal. I don't know that you're all aware. This is very new for me, being here with people that aren't, tiny, small, minuscule people, actual people, not pages of a book or anything. Anyway, so I think it's time that I was a little bit more truthful with you. You see, I don't normally look like, well, this.
Do you normally sound like this?
It's
Yes, actually, it's part of the ruse. You see, I am not actually quite sure what I am. Um, Merely that I am different, and that I should keep that difference to myself. You see, for it's different, and well, the wizard wasn't very clear about it, and that's partially why I'm very upset about today's events. It could have gone much better and maybe led me closer to an answer, but I think an answer has been kind of given to me that I'm a key of some sort. Maybe. Not sure.
You think you're
wait a
the
minute.
of Ingramar.
Wizard? What wizard?
Oh, his name is Samson the Caring. He is a wizard. All wizards wear a monocle, I guess. So that's kind of how I could tell he was a wizard. He told me as such.
Not all wizards wear monocles.
I don't know about that, Venfira. Every wizard I've seen in a portrait book has got a monocle, so
I went to a school for magic students. They don't
Well-
all wear monocles.
maybe
They're
it was
also
an
not
off day.
are.
But yes, it's a secret I've been keeping for, well, ever since I walked out of the wizard's tower.
And so you think because you're different
Well, I mean,
that
could-
you must be the key?
I could perhaps. This is very hard for me, because I've never shown anyone really what I look like underneath
Well-
this mask.
How many other people are in the Cashmere Rose common area right now, Tier?
Let's ask the dice. 5. It is the wee hours of the morning.
Well, it is your call, my friend. I don't know if we should do this in such a public area, but it is late, and most of the people here are well into their cups. So it is your choice.
Perhaps some more private would be much more appreciated, and he'll look over to Major Bainard.
Gentlemen, this table is just not suiting me. Would you care to grab your drinks and follow me to more private accommodations?
Certainly.
Once
And I'll
again-
pick up my mug. I'll pick up Dandy's mug that I poured, and I'll pick up the bottle. bring
And
them
I'll
with.
pick up Van's cup that she didn't drink.
And then I'll take her pie with her.
Okay.
Not eating the whole thing, but she's just kind of picking at it a little here and there.
I need to make a note of that. Thank you.
Baynard picks up his cup, and once again, we go through the doors that lead to doors that lead to doors that lead past doors, and take you into a very comfortable, well appropriated room. Beautiful table, silk pillows on the floor, beautiful chandelier hanging above you, and the two very, very grumpy looking guys outside the door again.
Sweet. Once inside and the door has been locked, Pants will go. He'll take a deep breath and, well, here I am. And it almost will look like he's peeling off, for lack of a better term, like the fake face in Mission Impossible. It will look like it unseals and everything. And standing before you in leather armor that looks fused into it is a robot man. He's with he's got luminescent silver skin. All of the features are still there. He is a robot man with leather armor infused into him.
Ven's gonna watch
You'll-
this without any facial expression or blinking, just be like, well, that explains a lot.
It really does.
Bainard
But
just looks at
wait.
him real deadpan, takes a sip of his mead. We'll all be fucked. I've seen a lot of things, but that's different.
Tyr,
Yes.
as a cleric, have I ever heard of a construct that could be healed with
History check.
divine magic? 15.
Excuse me. There have been discussions in some of the seminars and such that you attended when you were at Helmson, the military academy, of supposedly intelligent mechanisms from another time that interacted with the world, especially with the world of magic, as if they were living. They could be healed, they could be damaged, they could be poisoned, they could eat. But they were, as you said, they were constructed creatures brought to life by a powerful magic from a time that is gone.
You must be ancient, my friend.
And very lonely.
And you say that you don't remember who you are or what your purpose is.
My very first memory is seeing a very small gnome in front of me with a monocle and saying, "Hello, welcome to the world."
I've read about creatures like you in
I have two.
ancient times, living constructs. I don't know, I'd never heard of one surviving, but I have heard of your kind, I suppose.
As far as I'm aware, then as far as the wizard is concerned, that I may possibly be one of the last ones. The only whispers that he knew of is there was a time when they were rounded up and sought after for various means, and that's all I know.
That's
I
hard.
think
being-
perhaps keeping yourself hidden is wise.
What was you going to say, Vin?
It's hard being the only one of your kind.
He gives you the look of, "You're absolutely right."
She's not
Like I
saying
said.
anything else. She's kind of turn around and move away from them slightly.
Okay.
Like I said, very lonely.
So you think you're the key because you're different, because you're this ancient thing.
Well, I mean, keys are metal. I'm what I would perceive as metal, and he knocks on his head.
And because the letter that was found said the key was a he.
I'm not 100% sure on how this old gender thing works. Metal man, but I suppose.
I mean, to me, what was written, or what they recited that had been written, it sounded like some sort of part of a prophecy or a proverb,
Or
the
a
sort of
warning.
thing that's half true, that is half a riddle and half the plain truth that you never know until it's done. Those things aren't generally originally written in common in my experience. Therefore, the gendering could have come in translation. Could really be anyone.
I suppose.
Pants. Give me an insight check.
Bum, bum, bum. Pacha. Pacha. Oh, man. Insight would be +2 is an 8.
Okay, thank you. Let me make a note of that. Please carry on.
You're making an awful lot of notes tonight, Tyr.
Well, we're not going to figure this out until we get to the Emerald Forest, so we might as well get some rest.
Yeah.
You should probably put your mask back on.
Oh, that's silly of me. Of course. And he puts it back on.
And you might be wise to continue to sound as you did when we first met.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the one.
What are you speaking of?
No, I'm not. That. You just keep doing that.
All right, I'll just keep talking then.
Wait.
The letters of the orcish out. I'm sorry, what?
Take the mask off again.
Yes?
Now say something.
Something.
Oh, all right. I have figured it out. When he got hit in the head, it must have knocked the mask loose somehow. When the mask isn't on properly, he sounds like this. And when he puts the mask on, he sounds the other way. Put the mask back on. Do it. It's a game now.
Put the mask back on. Kind of unsure about what's going on. The mask is on now. What?
Perfect.
At
All
this
right,
point,
so-
Bainard's like looking at his glass, looking at pants, looking at his glass, just very confused.
How many glasses would you say the good major has had at this point?
Still his first.
Okay.
That's
thank
why
you.
he's really confused. Usually he doesn't see the metal men until glass 3.
So we know that Jaleel is looking for these Scions. And we know that the Dark Prince is looking for the keys to the gates. And we have heard that Gangriella, the Darkened Queen, shall rise again.
That's the moon, right?
No.
Mm.
She's the Queen of Angramora.
Her sisters, you said right then that they are the moons?
Someone, Venfira, please give me an insight check with advantage.
With advantage.
Yes, as you had recently had an experience.
It landed cocked. I don't like when it does that. Okay, that one's a 16. And that one's a 2, so we're going with the 16. And I've got you said an insight?
Yes.
Insight is +4, so that's 20.
All right, I need everyone but Venfira to please earmuff. I said earmuff, not leave.
Oh, poor Dandy.
Poor Dandy. So, when Karak asks, or when the statement is made is, that's the moon, you will have a realization, a moment of clarity as things click into place. When you think back to the visions you saw where you were there, where the twin sisters and the eldest sister, your sisters, or at least the sisters of the you were perceiving through, were there to help you get married. These moments where you were slain and sent to Angramora, that yes, Gangriella was a moon, the spirit of the moon that is no longer there as Gangriella has fallen.
So
And
that would make
when
her fourth? Am I
yes,
sorry.
no, that'd make her the fourth. And then there is a moment of that feeling when you have something there on the front of your mind and you can almost touch it. There's something that wants to almost break free, that there is an enlightenment that needs to happen, but it cannot.
Can you clarify that?
You feel as if you're missing a piece of the puzzle, as if there is something that you should be able to put 2 and 2 to make 4, but it's coming up as 3, as that there's still a piece of information missing for the whole visions and everything to make sense. But you are sure at this point that once upon a time, Runeth Kesha had 4 moons, and one of them fell as Gangriella was cast into the Shadow Dreaming.
She's gonna kind of have that moment. She's always got a blank expression on her face, so that's not different. She's gonna drop her pie.
Okay, so are you ready for me to bring the others back?
I think so. Those two are too busy talking in sign language to each other.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I
So,
didn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
Sure you didn't.
There were no words there.
So when Ven stepped
Mhm.
away from the three of you, she kind of had her back to you facing the wall. And what you'll see as you're standing there talking is she's going to kind of stiffen a little bit, and she's going to drop her pie plate and her fork.
Vinfira,
What?
are you all right?
Yeah. So you remember when we were at the prison and I said I kind of had a vision?
Yes.
What would you say if I told you I think Runeth Kesha used to have 4 moons?
Well, at this point, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing I've heard in a day.
I think there's a piece of the puzzle still missing. But I think Gangriella was the 4th moon.
And her sister had a dagger.
Yeah. I think her sister killed her. That's why the 3rd moon only shows up once a year.
And that's how she became the Queen of Angramora.
Yeah, something like that. I don't have all the pieces. It's making my head hurt. Fucking hate all this.
We should get some sleep.
This is a good idea.
Bainard,
Yes.
Bainard, in the morning, you will be able to find us passage to the Emerald Forest.
Of course. I assured you that that was our deal, did I not?
You did.
And if there's one thing that I can always promise, I will keep good to my deal.
Good. I have a lot
Also,
of
is there a
questions.
money changer in town?
hold on one second. What was you saying, Ventura?
Oh, she was just saying, good, because I have a lot of questions for the clerics.
Okay. As far as the question about the money changers, Bainard, you would know, yes, that there are several.
A
Depending
money
on
changer in town? There's a money changer in the Rose.
Well, I need those diamonds I picked up tonight. I need them broken down into smaller pieces. Or I need to exchange them for lesser quality diamonds in greater quantities.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to check what's in the back room. How much was it again?
I've got 24,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds. I don't need to change all of them. I would just like to change some of them so that when I do eventually get access to Revivify, I have components for it.
Why would
You
you
don't have
need
to blow a
Revivify?
2,000 gold piece diamond. Because you're a bastard?
Puppies, kittens, and rainbows.
24,000. That's less than a half night's take for this place. We've got you covered.
All right. I'd like my 24,000 diamonds instead of in 12 diamonds in 5 and 300 gold piece increments. So
Wait a minute, but what about our fee?
how
You
much
have
is
a
your
fee?
fee?
1 diamond?
1 diamond.
1 diamond, and you shall have the rest exchanged for whatever you desire.
Fair enough. I'll even get some of it broken down into diamond dust. I'll get with you with a list. I'll figure that out.
Yep.
Post game. All right, I say we call it a night.
Pen's gonna kneel down and try to clean up as much of the dropped pie as she can.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I have people for it. They've got it. You go and find your rest. You've done me a great service today.
Sorry about the mess.
If that's the worst mess we find in this place tonight, we've done well.
I'm gonna take my glass and Dandy's glass and the remaining bottle, and I'm gonna go find my 2 companions from the night before and go to my room.
Okay. One by one, you make your way to your chambers. Some of you alone, some of you not. One by one, as the evening comes to morning, you find yourselves asleep. There is the soft, gentle welcoming of a good night's rest for all of you, except for one. Pants. You hear... Actually, give me a perception check.
Goodness gracious me. That is a grand total of 11. He would also take a lone, sad bubble bath, and if there is a squeaky duck sort of thing, he will lone, sad, squeaky bath.
Okay. Give me an investigation check to see if you have a squeaky toy.
Oh, of course I roll higher on that.
The
That
rubber
is
ducky is vital.
It's true. It's a non-natural 20.
Yes, you find the squeaky toy wearing the stylized helm of the Viking with the
Oh yeah.
the horns and the braids to keep you company. So enraptured in your bubble bath, you do not hear your neighbor, your friend, your bro, as it was, Tarios, mumbling in his sleep. Tarios, you have a vision. You have a dream. As slumber finds you, I need everyone but Tarios to please earmuff. Tarios, once more you're in the Minotaur Kingdom. You are walking the streets. You are there without the mask. You are there without the cloak. You are there as yourself, as a young man, long before you ever sought the way of the path that you're on. You see that people, they don't even acknowledge you. You find yourself walking towards the castle, towards the Flame Song legacy. Give me a perception check, please.
That's going to be a 17.
You've lived here all your life. You know that that structure was carved into the side of the mountains, that it was white as snow, and it was kept that way meticulously. But all you see is brown and black covering every square inch that is visible to the naked eye.
So seeing something that is so wrong, he's just going to walk deeper and see if everything is wrong, if there's anything that's right.
Okay, so you're heading deeper into the palace?
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that one's gonna be an 8.
Climbing the steps, the guards look at you. They recognize you. You see in their eyes they are familiar with you. They nod. They even give a gentle smile as you pass the threshold, moving deeper into the palace. You see that the once beautiful marble floors are now covered with dirt and mud and rock. You see that the once beautiful, high, vaulted, artistically painted ceilings that had a stylized history of the clan of the Minotaurs and bringing the 5 clans together is covered with dying, rotting vines. These chandeliers encased in these writhing living veg, and you move forward to the throne room. The doors, the beautiful large double doors that are gilded with gold, that show the Firebird, the branding of the people of this land. They are warped and tattered and cracked, the gold gone, the wood stench of rotting and waterlogged. Do you wish to proceed?
Yeah, he's going to walk to the doors that once shined so proudly and just look them up and down, rubbing a hand before attempting to hopefully push the door.
Give me a perception check.
20.
Where you touch the door and move your hand, you see the wood begin to heal itself. Where there was cracks and chips, it will become whole. The darkened, stained material before you becoming the white, beautifully white with gold gild. Before you push the door open, and there on the throne, you see the king, dead, his head in his lap, the sword that took his head in his own hand. And on the back of the throne, sitting, cawing, you see a raven.
He's going to walk slowly towards the throne, not even really looking at the king decapitated. He's going to focus on the bird, the raven cawing, and stare, and he can't even take his eyes off of it as he walks closer and closer.
Give me a perception check, please.
15.
The raven will fall silent as it cocks its head looking at you. You notice its eyes are red. This sends a chill to run down your spine, because the red-eyed raven, that is the calling card, that is the totem of the Minotaur god of death. Why would the Minotaur god of death be here Why would he make himself known that it was him that caused such a calamity? You have walked the path of life and death for years now, and you have never seen the totem before, but now you see it. Now, looking at this king, this one person in the world that had a blood tie connected to you, this one individual that had sent you forth to find out information, someone that had put their faith and their trust in you, lay dead by their own hand, and there mocking you is the very visage of a god that you had served. And with that, you wake up. Night will pass, and you will slumber. Some of you taking pleasure in the arms of lovers, others content to simply have a warm bed and a soft pillow. Night will pass, and then you will wake on the dawning of a new day, or the late morning, rather, as you have slept until about 9 o'clock a.m. Free Cities time, according to Free Cities Radio. Check us out, WPIN. You will wake, you will feel rested, so rested. It is amazing. Before, when you had woken, you still felt groggy, as if you wanted more sleep, but afraid to take it. This time, you're happy. You're almost hyper as the morning greets you and you greet smile as you find yourself rejuvenated and strengthened like you have not been in some time. All of you except for Tarios, as his slumber was not so good.
What troubles you, my brother?
He's going to sit at the table, staring kind of down at his plate that's empty, where everyone else is eating breakfast and enjoying the morning. And he's not really going to say anything. He's just going to sit there and stare at the plate and sigh, and kind of, he's got his hand on his forehead, playing with his mask, and he just says, there's sometimes things are shown to you that are almost mocking, and I don't know what to think or how to process it. I've walked a certain path my whole life, well, the greater part that I can remember, and now I don't even know if the whole reason I did it was of my own design. I think I was put on a path without, I think I was forced.
I know nothing of this. He'll look over at Vampira. This is something that sounds like emotions. She knows emotions.
He's gonna stop and then look over at Pants. Say something again.
Something again.
Well, at least you're fixed.
Yeah, we figured that out last night.
He'll sigh and just still look at the table.
Figured
is-
what out last night?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Dandy will say as she joins everyone at the table, having previously crawlen out from the cupboard or dresser or whatever small place she could have fallen asleep in her room.
Deluxe accommodation. I'm hurt.
No, she likes to sleep in very cramped spaces. She would have been seeking something like that.
You left before Pants woke up from the bottle he drank, did you not?
Yeah.
No, I was here to. Is he not fixed yet?
I don't
no, we
understand what these fixed is talking about.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
He's fine. He just needed to get his head
Yes.
on straight.
Yes.
I
I see what you did there. That is quite good. Yes.
Major Bainard stands there sipping his morning mimosa. Apparently, we just had to test his mettle.
Yes.
Any
yes.
any guffawing that Pants was making will immediately stop after that, and he's just gonna look at you and be like, "What the hell, man?"
Ven's gonna look up from her plate of bread and bacon and fruit, and look over at Torios. It sucks when your decisions aren't your own, when someone else decides for you. And she's gonna go back to her plate.
But especially when you're made to think that your free will is of your own, and come to find out there wasn't any.
And it's not much better when you didn't feel like you had free will in the first place.
You talking about free will? Big slap on the back. You have the free will everyone else has. Just because destiny says, no, you are going to follow this path, you still have the choice of which branch to jump from, which line of trees you will follow.
Was that to Ven or Tarios?
Just in general. But they'll slap Tarius on the back because he's sad.
And so the morning will tarry for a bit until Major Bainard, I believe you had made a deal to book them passage to Sharkandor to help them get to the Emerald Forest.
I did, but before you leave, I had to wait until these were completed last night. I have one final gift for each of you. Major Bainard reaches into his belt pouch, pulls out 5 large silver coins. One side a golden rose, and on the other side, a golden drop of honey. I was looking through my things, and I found the last of those silly coins from another chapter in my life. After my experience with you, I realized that it was time to move on. I had exactly 10 of those coins left, such as the one that Bane gave you. I had them melted down and recast into a new coin of gratitude. Something I've never given before. And I took the gold that you paid me, and I melted some of that down as well, too. And I had new coins cast. These coins mark you forever as a true friend of the Cashmere Rose. As long as you have these coins, I am your friend. You have my backing. You have the full access of every hospitality that I could give at a greatly discounted rate. I'm still a businessman. I'm sorry.
Oh, no need to apologize. I understand.
He gets down on Dandy's level, starts to hand her a coin, and as she reaches, he pulls back gently, just a little bit. Not to be sold, not to be clipped, not to be sweated, not to be melted down, not to be magically duplicated. None of that, okay? One
Sir,
coin.
I am insulted. And she holds out her hand.
He places it in her hand.
She tucks it into a very special pouch, not her coin pouch.
Is it one of the food pouches?
Might
Walks
as well.
over-
He gave me 5.
Walks over to Torius, hands him a coin. I'm still not sure how the mead didn't kill you, and your horns look fantastic. places it in his hand.
I'll say thank you. Still
Walk-
kind of absent-minded.
Walks over to Vinfira, just kind of reaches very much out, looking a little bit sheepishly, and just kind of hands it to her. Really doesn't have much to say to her.
She'll take it kind of gently. Her finger might brush his as she's taking it, and he'll feel that it is like ice to the touch. And she'll slip it in the pouch with her spell components.
Walks over to Pants, gently places one in his hand, leans very close to his ear.
As soon as you get to him, he's gonna pull you into a hug, and he's doing, when big muscular people cry, like the kind of blubbering, kind of just like, because as soon as you said the word that you are his friend, he's just gonna hug you. He's like, I've never had a friend before.
And Bainard gently whispers into his ear, "Your secret's safe with me, but you still almost got your ass kicked by a rat."
He's not even gonna hear it. He's too focused on the fact that he is a friend. He's gonna hold you for as long. You're gonna have to try and pry yourself away from him because he's a big man giving you a hug.
Just kind of like a cat that's tired of being held. I just start to kind of, the feet and the hands at the same time, kind of push away.
He'll realize he'll let you go and do the big guy like full arm tear wipes.
Dandy will pat his leg.
Goes over to
okay,
Korok.
Pants.
Goes over to Korok with the coin in his hand and does the kind of slap it in his hand to shake his hand. Pulls him in close, whispers in his ear, "You need to be careful. Now they're both in love." And just steps back.
And with
it would
that,
be dangerous for them to follow me.
And with that, you will make your way from the Cashmere Rose to the docks. You will board the Widow's Pride, a beautiful ship of oaken, deep-stained 3 masts. The captain, a strong-looking woman with long, flaming hair that she keeps pulled tightly back in a ponytail.
Does she have an eye patch?
She does not have an eye patch.
Okay, just curious.
What was the name of the ship again?
The Widow's Pride.
Thank you.
Don't tell me her name is not Jill.
No. No. Her name is Catherine. She is a long-faring captain. She knows the seas like the back of her hand. As you set sail across the purple waters of the Widow's Sea, the sun shining beautifully, the breeze carrying the salty taste to your lips. It is a very uneventful time aboard the ship. Except for you, Dandy. On the second day of the voyage, while you're in your quarters, as you are about to exit to go see what adventures could be had aboard this beautiful ship, you will hear a voice from the shadows. You will hear a very, very, very familiar voice. Well, Dandy Santy Jillbean Gigglebox Monfroy. Finally I found you. You haven't been paying your tithe. But that's okay. We are very forgiving, and we have a way to let you make up your transgressions. Looking to the shadows, you will see a pair of glowing purple eyes and the ivory smile of wickedness curling up And that is where we're going to pause our show for the evening.
Bum bum bum, Tier, you
You
bastard.
bastard!
That's 3.
Actually, I think that's 4.
No, I mean once.
Bum 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 bum
Bum, bum,
bum.
bum.
All
Man, that's
right.
such a great theme. I wonder who wrote it.
Before we left the breakfast table, Ven would have slid her plate with 3 leftover pieces of bacon and an extra roll over to Dandy.
And she would have put it in one of her pouches.
All right. Couch bacon.
Hey, it's a
Couch
good
bacon.
road snack.
Hey, I'm not
Road
going to
bacon
argue.
is great.
So definitely, I hope everyone had fun.
Oh yeah.
I
absolutely.
hope our audience enjoyed. And it is this time that we are going to go ahead and select our winner. I'm waiting for the voice of God.
Hello, this is your voice of God. So
God?
I'm gonna do this a little differently if you're okay, Tia. I'm gonna get you to roll this tonight. I need you to roll me a d12. And this will
D12.
decide the fates.
The will of the dice, if it were.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only ones that get to hear the God at the moment tell us this, right?
No, they can hear me.
Oh,
Oh,
Everyone
They're
can hear
in-
God.
not just invading my thoughts, but the
I
worlds
am-
of
We're
everyone.
special.
I'm rolling
God-
my beautiful level up dice 80s Aqua Cat Eye D12.
I never knew God was Australian.
God's from down under.
Exactly.
I had suspicion.
That is a 10.
All right, which means our winner for tonight's giveaway is Words Mythologic.
Words Mythologic. Congratulations. You have won a beautiful handcrafted,
Congratulations.
where'd I put it? Handcrafted dice tower from Eggles Woodworks. If you can send myself or Lanta a DM to get us shipping information, we'll get this out to you right away. So yesterday, people got to vote, and wild magic areas will be appearing.
Oh,
Next Sunday, you all get to vote on 4 new different things that will be impacting the world. So make sure you tune in for that. Also, once again,
Be kind to us.
no, don't be
Be
kind.
Be
Be kind.
really nice.
Nothing happens.
Uh,
That's the nicest thing.
but just seriously, thank you guys for joining us this evening. We've had a blast. Let's go ahead and run through, let everybody know who you are and where they can find you on social media.
Hey guys, I'm Ren Matley, the voice of Venfira, and you can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hey everybody, it's Ben Sigurd, the voice of the Masked Minotaur. You can find me on Twitter at Ben Sigurd.
Patrick here, voice of Pants. You can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Idly ho, Watcherinos. It's Shelly, and you can find me on Twitter at Sweetest Shells.
Hi, gamers. I'm Locke Clark, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
Everybody, thanks for joining in tonight. Chad McInturf. You can find me on Twitter at McInturf Racing or on Facebook at Chad McInturf.
Awesome. And we definitely want to thank Chad for being a guest star for this evening. He's also a guest star on the previous episode on the podcast. You did a great job, Chad.
Thank you guys for having me. It was a blast.
Chad.
Thank you.
And I am Tier the DM, world's okayest DM. You can find me on all social media at Tier_the_DM. Once again, thank you so much for sharing this with us. We know things are difficult right now. We know that there's a pandemic, and we know that some people are overwhelmed because it's less and less in the media, but more and more present in our lives. We know that there are times that we feel unsafe, or we feel neglected, or we just feel ignored. We understand. We've all been there. But we want you to know that we believe love and inclusion, these are the torches that will light a way to a better tomorrow. We will be the torchbearers, and we ask that you join us with that. Until next time, Earthbound travelers, we love you. Love each other.